you know, I'm a, you know.
All right, what's going on, you beautiful people? Oh, give me 1 sec. Oh, give me 1 sec. Off to a schmozzle of a start. Sorry, I forgot to have my window open. What is cracking, you Russian Mongols? Welcome this Sunday to the stream for everything Seagal-y. I'm tacked up, as you can see. And we're ready for you know, you'd think at this point we'd run out of Seagal stuff. Now, obviously, I reuse some of the same clips over and over again, but you know, they're fucking gold, so that's going to happen no matter what happens. But with that said, he still is out and about doing shit. Still doing shit. Still being relevant. Still kicking ass. Now, he's been in Russia recently for some shit. I don't know what it was for. And then he was in, well, he lives in Russia. That's why he was there. Then he was in Serbia because he was there for the military parade. That's better. And now he's floating around back in Russia again for a funeral. Some poor soul has passed away, and Big Daddy's there to console them because that's what he does. So we're just gonna put that bad boy there. So I found some relevant clips of the big man hanging around. Let's call it hanging around. Hanging around. I also found this little chestnut I thought I'd share with you guys in his little Russian garb. Order of the Dragon sounds like Seagal ordering Chinese food, like a Chinese restaurant he's opened. This is him doing Russian stuff. This one is when he made a commercial, I think. But look at him looking all Russian and shit. So adorable. But yeah, most recently he was hanging out in Ruski land. Now, before we get into Lawman, we will get into Lawman. Don't worry. We're going to get into episode 2 today, and he's fucking glorious. That's all I can say. Yeah, he looks like he's wearing like the coat that Denzel was wearing in whatever show that was. Anyway, let's get back to it. Where are we? All right, so the big man. Well, this guy tells us what the big man's up to. Let's see what the big dog's doing. Someone passed away in Russia. Some celebrity television host, right? So of course, I don't know how well Seagal knew him, or if Seagal even did know him. Apparently, he did. But let's just. This is the most recent footage of him, literally, I think, a couple of days ago.
What was Steven Seagal doing at Kyosan's funeral? The American actor unexpectedly showed up to pay his respects to the TV presenter at the Armenian church complex in Moscow. On that day, Steven wore a black outfit and was very reserved.
I mean, Steven wears that same black outfit everywhere he goes. I mean, has anyone actually seen Steven wearing anything other than his outfit? That's pretty much his go-to outfit, right? I mean, when's the last time, honestly, someone tell me when the last time you guys saw Seagal wearing anything but this and maybe some sort of karate outfit? But when was the last time you saw him wearing really clothing? He is looking quite portly, Rad. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He is looking quite portly. Well, I think it's more of a tablecloth than a shower robe, Rob. I think it's more of a tablecloth, maybe some curtains. I think he's using curtains, possibly bed sheets. That is very belly of the beast like. That's true. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot all about my I added one more to the Seagal soundboard.
Pay attention. You're paying attention? You sure?
That's actually his voice, by the way. Just so you guys can see, it's a lot better when you see it. I'll play it after, but it's a lot better when you see him saying it. Pay attention. Are you paying attention? Anyway,
Hollywood star did not comment. It's hard to call the American a friend of the late Tigran. However, there are several nuances.
I mean, every photo you basically see him in now, he looks like such a miserable, angry. He actually does look like a mafia boss right there. I personally like the neck fat that's just oozing over the side here. I think that's a winner right there. You guys, I don't know if you guys noticed that. The back neck fat. I think that's gold. And I mean, he's doing well. His head's not that big considering how big his belly is. He should have more chins. Like, he definitely should have more chins. He's light on the chin side, considering how girthy he is. I mean, if we look at how girthy he is, I mean, right there, he should have a fatter head. Like, he should have more chins. I mean, we'll say what he's got 2, maybe 3. Is his hair dyed or is it? Well, who knows? He's certainly never been crowned. Sorry, Putin fans.
Nuances that explain everything. Seagal has long considered himself a pro-Russian artist, and together with Kyosayan, he was part of the pro-Kremlin media circle. They even appeared together in photos at events. For example, on April 10th...
All right. Say what you will, she's pretty hot. Obviously, makeup helps her. But I'm guessing she definitely got plowed by Sensei somewhere along the way. That's for sure.
2022, Seagal celebrated his 70th birthday in style. Among the crowd of guests were Tigran Kyosayan and Margarita Simonyan.
Don't know any of those people, but I'm guessing they're relevant. Smash. Next question. Yeah, you're not wrong, Rad. He definitely did. He paid her for the photo.
So, there's a perfectly logical explanation for the commentator's surprise.
Okay, so he was best friends with the guy. I guess that's the explanation they're giving me. I'm sure. I'm not sure. I assume that's the explanation they're giving me. Again, he's been floating around, doing publicity photos and shit. Kind of just being Seagal. Hands, you notice, right? He's got the hands on belly technique until he has to shake hands. As you experienced Seagalians know. Humongous, how are you, mate? As you Miss Midnight, good to see you again. I didn't get to say hi to everyone. Stevenia Seagal, howdy. Rob, Shaheem, Mark, Kev. What else we got? Yeroen van Wonderlane. What's going on? Rad, Sluggish Meat, UK Prog Rock, Dr. Shu, Avil Graves. Rob, we covered Rob, Josh. I think Max was in there. If I missed anyone, Mark. Howdy. I'm guessing Scotty's in here somewhere. Good to see you all. Zig, what's happening, Zig? I miss Zig. Anyway, he's in his hands on belly attack ready position. Everyone's on their mobile phones, but they might pull out a weapon at any point. So Big Daddy has to be ready to pounce, and he is. He shakes the old man's hand, but he goes back to being ready to fight straight away, ready to fight again. I thought there was one more of him fucking around. Oh, well, yeah. We'll get to that in a sec. Here's just more footage of him strolling around at the funeral, looking majestic. Security there, I'm guessing, even though they're smaller than him, but, you know, he's 70 years old now. I mean, he would need security now. He's 70 years old, so what are we expecting? But, you know, not a lot of fanfare considering he's Big Daddy. It is a funeral, I guess. Everyone's looking at him. The big man steals a show. He's always in a tactical position. He steals a show. Now, before we get into the little interview, I've got a little interview with him as well. We're going to get into that. It's only a short 2 minutes of him just saying some shit about America and praising Russia. I don't know when it was. I'm guessing it was within the last couple of years. I found it on some obscure Russian channel. I just want to show you some random photos of Seagal. Here he is, just making some dude look really tiny. Again, angry as shit as always. Just miserably angry. And his goatee's becoming more and more like Confucius-like. Confucius-like. Okay, so he's with an Asian dude there. All right. I mean, this was just gold because of the positioning of his hands. He's got that real Dr. Evil villain kind of look about him. And he's got awesome hair too. This picture might make an appearance in Sensei or pubic hair, or Sensei or animal's hair in the future. But he's going for a real hot look there. I like that look. I dig it. Here he is just looking majestic by the ocean. He's wearing a slightly different outfit. He's wearing a blue version of his pajamas. And he's not wearing his patented fucking, what is it, witchcraft jewelry that he normally wears. What happened to Richie? Oh, there he is.
Richie!
I thought I lost Richie for a sec.
Richie!
So there he is, looking majestic as always. Here he is being given some sort of special ID, I assume. I'm not sure what it is, but he's obviously being given some sort of special ID. Enhance. 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 Dehance. Enhance. Nope, doesn't work. Doesn't work like in the movies where you just press enhance, say enhance, and it zooms into better quality. Enhance. Anyway, I don't know what kind of ID it is. I'm guessing it's a special Russian punani snatcher. I assume he can pretty much just flash this at every club. He gets in for free and he gets to snatch some trim. If I were to guess. I'm just assuming that's what he's probably doing. He gets to flash that shit, gets him free drugs and women. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I did that. All right, what else have I got? I got another photo. Okay, here. All right, it's time for a quick poll. Nope, that's not it. Were these women offered to him by the government, offered themselves willingly, have no idea what is about to happen? Because I'm assuming, I mean, they're all, there's a couple of blokes in there too, 3 blokes, 4, 5, but there's also 5 women. Now, I mean, I'm not sure what Seagal's up to, but I'm pretty sure he'd be spreading his seed right about now. I'm guessing that he would definitely be spreading his seed to some degree. Oh, what happened here?
I will come on your dad's tits and make your mother watch.
I love the fuck out of good pussy.
So he's definitely tearing that shit up. Let's not pretend that he's not. And all right, this is just some AI photos. Just some AI photos of Seagal and Trump. I was just fucking around with AI. By the way, on that topic of AI, before we do get into Seagal, we're getting to watch a few small things, and then we'll come back to Big Daddy, and then we'll go back to Seagal. Nice Blade Runner reference. Thank you. I don't know if you guys know who Vanderlei Silva is, but he's a dude that got knocked the fuck out. He had a fight recently, and then after the fight, there was a big brawl. And he got necked by some bloke in a suit.
O clima esquenta, tudo que não podia acontecer, tudo que não podia acontecer. O Dida entrou, o Thor também entrou ali na briga. E aí virou realmente, vale tudo.
Knocked the hell out. Now someone was lucky, someone was lovely enough to put this in slow motion. Oh, what's it skipping for? I mean, what is with the shitty quality of the playback? Google Chrome sucks, man. I used to use Mozilla, and then I thought Google Chrome was a little bit more suitable, but it seems shit. Let's try this. That's way better. You got knocked the fuck out. Knocked the fuck out. And anyway, I'm all over the shop tonight because I'm high as shit. Sorry, I haven't been drinking. I've been 30 days off the alcohol, by the way. So far, not for any. Yeah, I know. I agree with you, Miss Midnight. Firefox is number 1, but I use StreamYard, and StreamYard's not compatible with Mozilla for some things. It's a little bit annoying. But for everything else, I really should be using. Mozilla. You're not wrong. He had previously been punched in the back of the head by that same guy. I think Putin's offering Seagal safe haven from his SEC debts and possibly other allegations, allegedly. Hello, everyone. Hello, consulting. What's going on, mate? Shooty Dippers. Hello. I like how you reply, Samantha. That's hilarious. No, I'm not fasting. I am. I'm actually. I've been taking up the let's call it the carnivore diet. I've lost about 14, 15 kgs in the last 30 days. Obviously, a lot of that's water weight. I discussed this last week. A lot of it is water weight. But I've dropped about 14, 15 kgs. I feel a lot better. I just eat meat, fat, butter, eggs sometimes, a little bit of seafood, a little bit of chicken, but mainly just meat and eggs and butter. But I feel great. I feel strong. I'm just trying to sort out some stomach issues, some autoimmune issues, but I've just noticed a lot of pains dissipated. I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have believed all the bullshit all the anecdotal evidence that you see online. I'd be very skeptical, but at the moment I've got, no reason to complain. So it's all working well. Yeah, no, apparently you don't, Zig. I mean, I'm no dietitian, but your body adapts to shit and works it out. My stools have never been great, but they're better than they were anyway, and that's part of the reason why I changed it up. But I appreciate the advice. Thank you, the suggestion. But anyway, back on topic. Enough about me and my eating of just animals. Sorry to any vegans in the audience, but just eating animals. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's alcohol. Dropping alcohol is all right, but I'm smoking a lot more of well, again, at least it's natural to some degree, even though it's been modified. But yeah, I've been smoking a lot more of the Chiba. But and on that note, I mean, it'd be silly not to light one up now, wouldn't it? Which I have to get my lighter. Now I'm going to play this. This is what AI is doing nowadays, right? And again, the only reason I want to do AI stuff is involving Seagal. That's the plan, is to do Seagal-related AI stuff. And just imagine what I could do with this shit.
Someone let me know if we should be worried about this. So I found this new tool called WAN 2.
Actually, one sec. I'm back in a sec. I need my lighter. I mean my jocks. So I can't be just strolling around on camera in me knickers. In me knickers, as we say. All right, here we go.
Point to animate, and you can do some scary things with it. You can upload a picture of anyone you want. I'm going to do this picture of Taylor Swift, and I upload this video of me doing random movements and talking, and when I hit generate video, and you can see it'll take any movement I do in this video and animate that picture with the same movement. And I can even take a picture of a cartoon character like Shriek here and animate him as well.
So, I mean, all I'm going to say is you can just imagine the potential of what I can make Steven Seagal do with that, right? I mean, just imagine the potential of what I can make him do with that kind of shit. That's all I'm saying. Like I can get him to eat the fuck out of cookies. I mean, AI can do it anyway, but I can get him to do a lot of shit like grab his. AI won't let you do erotic things like touching people's genitals. But if I were to put a picture of a lady in front of him, I might be able to, who knows? We'll work it out. We'll sort it out to some degree. All right, now, this is, for those of you that know a little bit more about AI than others, there's something called Sora, which makes images. That's what I use to make a lot of Big Daddy AI images, right, for thumbnails and animated shit. It's Sora, very easy. It's part of OpenAI. They've now opened Sora 2. So this is even, you can't use it yet. You have to be invited or you got to pay money, and I'm not invited because I'm not an influencer on tech, and don't have the money to pay for this shit, but eventually it'll be free to every other dickhead. But check all this out.
Someone let me know if we should be worried about this. So OpenAI just came out with Sora 2, and some of the videos that you can make with it are kind of crazy. So not only can you create videos with just text, but you can select other people on the platform that gave their permission. I'm just going to click myself. And I'm going to say I want myself doing an on-field interview after winning the Super Bowl. And when I hit send, this is the video it generated.
I feel like a meatball in a snow globe right now.
How's it feel to finally be champions?
Feels like I should have stretched more. My hamstrings are writing an angry letter to HR, but hey, a trophy makes a great ice pack, right?
But you can also put yourself in movie, TV show, and video game scenes that you normally wouldn't be a part of. So I'm going to say I want to be in an epic Pokemon battle versus Pikachu.
Buddy, let's see what you got. Pika! Pikachu! Coming in.
Pikachu!
Okay, this is all cute and shit, right? But then it gets a bit more fucked up at this point.
I can make myself rob a bank.
Easy. Slide everything in 10s and 20s, no die packs, right through the gap, please.
Sir, just money, no one gets hurt.
That's the plan. Keep them coming.
Here, more 20s.
Good. Last bundle. Then we're
That's
done.
everything in the
Zipping
drawer.
up.
Someone let me know if we should be.
So, I mean, I can obviously have Sensei Seagal robbing a cookie factory. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that guy robbing the bank. I thought I can have Steven Seagal robbing a cookie factory. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Maybe snatching some punani from somewhere. Maybe like a Japanese. He rocks up to a Japanese high school and starts snatching Japanese punani. The potential's endless. I can't wait till it gets really good. But nah, your cartoons are good, Humongous. I can't do that kind of shit that you do though. I'm not creative like that. I can't draw and stuff. What I'm really good at is taking other people's shit and then changing it, like using Photoshop and then making it my own. That's about as good. I can't do anything from scratch. I don't have the creative flair for that. I'm a plagiarizer like China. I'm basically China. I am basically China. I take someone else's shit, I change it a little bit, and like arguably make it better, but make it different to some degree, and then bam. That's how I roll. Anyway, now we're gonna get into Big Daddy. I got sidetracked. Sorry. I just wanted to show you guys just one of his. I don't know if I've played this before, but one of his epic solos. It only goes for 21 seconds. All right. And then I want to play another guitarist, and I want you to tell me who's a better guitarist. Now, most of you are going to answer anyway without even waiting. But just wait and hear it out. Now, that's assuming he's doing that. I'm guessing he probably is. It looks like he's probably doing shit, right? It looks like he's doing shit. Was that him? I think that was him, right? That was probably him. It looks like his hands are moving at the same the sound was doing. So, you know, I believe it. And then we got this over here.
What songs do you know?
I know a lot of Metallica songs.
Now, much like Seagal, this kid started playing in an all-black band, I think, at the age of 5 or 8.
You want to do a Metallica song? You want to do a Metallica song? All right. Do I know a lot of Metallica songs? Ian Taylor number. Oh. Hit him with it, Collier.
Now, I feel like this kid's infinitely better than Seagal already. I don't know if that's
perfect.
Say your prayers to one.
Kid shits all over Seagal at the age of like 5 or whatever he is, right? Can we all agree on that? Give us a little legend. That's all I'm saying. Little badass. All right. Enough further ado. Enough bullshit. We're gonna play a Lawman soon. Bear with me. But first, I found this little chestnut. It's the big man giving his thoughts on certain things. Certain things. What's a bird box? I have no idea what a bird box is, but Seagal 5 is it's just him. He just weighs 5 people.
For me, it's now more humorous than ever because the Biden administration through
I think that's his coke or his MDMA mouth movements.
Biden administration
Right here.
Through a very special program brought in over 8 million refugees.
This is Seagal poo-pooing America, and now he's going to talk about how awesome Russia is in this. We'll get there.
And people who really, many of them had nothing to do with wanting to immigrate into the United States of America. Most of them were young men of fighting age. Over 8 million of them, they would be brought into the country and given.
By the way, this is on a Russian TV channel. So, you know, you can say it's propaganda. You can say it's a truth. Depends on your perspective, right?
ID cards and money if they would vote the way they're told to vote. So You got over 8 million votes right there. And so that, along with the way that they manipulate the polls and, the voting mechanics, it's really a farce. Nobody in their right mind, for example, in my opinion, believes that Biden won this election. I think no more than 30% of the people in the United States.
So he's just making up numbers here. And I mean, I know a lot of people think Biden didn't win, whatever. There's also a lot of people think that Trump didn't win this. Like it is what it is. Hillary, da 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 da. But I love how he just rips out 30%. Like, I don't know where he got this number from, but he just rips out 30% in his opinion. So I don't know where he is here. It looks like he's in some kind of woodwork room. I've seen this room before. I've seen part of this interview before, actually, because I remember these elephants in the background.
America voted for Biden, yet he's the president. So what does that tell you? I think they're very afraid of the truth, and they are highly cognizant of the fact that they are engaging in skullduggery that is going to be exposed. They want to set up a situation where they're really spending a lot of time, a lot of money.
Okay, let's just skip to the part where he starts bagging about Russia.
The World Cup here was
Okay, so now he starts kissing Russia's ass.
I think when President Putin did the World Cup here, it was a stroke of genius because you had.
By the way, he can't really he can't just trash America when you feel like it, and then he just pretty much just trashes it now, right? But he's very hypocritical about a lot of the stuff he says about lying and not lying, considering he lies a lot and allegedly has lied a lot about a lot of things. And it kind of reminds me of all these comedians like your Bill Burrs and your fucking whatever and Tim Dillon. They all harp on about Israel and Gaza. And don't get me wrong, it's bad what's happening over there. Without getting into the politics, but then they go over to Saudi Arabia and just willingly take their money without even thinking twice, and just pitch it as being like an awesome place to live. Well, not if you're a woman or someone who doesn't fit into the guidelines. So anyway, it's just hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? It's like it'd be like me trying to tell people, how to style their hair when I've got no fucking hair.
A couple million people who came to Russia and all could see for.
I can, Hugh Jackman. I use something called Fish Audio. Just search for something called Fish Audio. It's what I use. You get a certain amount of free credits a month as well. You just have to upload a sample file and you'll be good to go. Fish Audio. Just search for that, mate.
For themselves that Russia is not at all what they were told it is, and many of them were very, very surprised. I can recall so many times where people have come to me and said, gosh, Russia is really, really different than, what we're being told. And we're being told that if we walk down the street, we're going to be robbed. And, the taxis are from, the 1930s and the hotels were all broken down and you can't get good food in a restaurant. And I mean, so really, from top to bottom, this disinformation machine is really designated.
So he's talking about the information machine as if it's hail Sammy. Are they going to say hail Stevie? What's going on, Joker? How are you, mate? So anyway, he's praising Putin. Sniff, sniff, sniff up the old buttocks. Now, enough of that bullshit. I think it's time that we get into. Oh, actually, before we jump into Lawman, which we're going to get into in a minute, I just did some new designs and I want your guys' feedback. And I'm not trying to push it on you guys. This is just more for market research. So I'm just using you guys for your market research. Tell me what you think about the. I made a few new designs and I'm not sure if they're all right or not, but this is I love the fuck out of cookies. I've just updated that one now. So we'll see how that plays out. There it is in pink. There it is in gray, whatever, beige. There it is in gray. All right, so I went with cookies. I updated the cookies. I updated Let Me Tack Up to be camo. So more camo friendly, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tack up. Boom. So that is now camo tack up. What else? Oh, can I laugh in your face? Again, I've been, obviously I'm using AI to help me and then I tweak it a little bit. So can I laugh in your face? I thought I'd go with that because that's a very big Seagal call. And then there's one more I did. Oh no, two more. Anybody seen Richie? I updated Richie. Oops. Where's Richie? Richie's somewhere. Richard's somewhere. I don't know where Richie is, but he's somewhere here. It was here before. I lost him. Let's go t-shirts. Anyway, there's Richie. And then I also made one for our birthday snatcher. But I thought I might jazz it up a bit. I put a knife with blood on it. So, a little bit different. Thought I'd just mix it up. Where's Lupo? I should put Lupo on the back, actually. But it gets a bit long. Some of you guys have the old school version. I think Samantha does. The old school version. But anyway, there's a few new. Anyway, anyone feedback? All right, you think they're all good? They're okay? Just running with them. I make the odd sale online. Steven Seagal invented the stroke face blues genre. Stroke face blues. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it, mate. Stroke. He does well when he's playing guitar. It looks more like he's shitting his pants and having a stroke. In fairness to him, more like he's taking a dump than actually having a stroke. But anyway, that's a new range. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much. The positive feedback, I should say. Could have always been shitty feedback. All right, now we're going to get into it now. Now, we're going to get into Lawman. Before we do, it's important that we understand Big Daddy's motivation and how he got into being a police officer. Now, I don't think I've seen this before because I haven't played it for you guys because I've only just found it. It's like a little behind the scenes, so maybe some of you have seen it, but I haven't. So, without further ado, let's see what Big Daddy Poo Poo has to say.
Being a cop, I think, is special. I have a lot of pride in being a police officer. Someone who really and truly is there.
Okay, first, I'm sorry to stop it already. Can we just all agree that he's not a real cop? Can we all just agree that he's playing cop on camera and really just annoying innocent citizens? And I'll show you what I mean later on when we get there, right? He just annoys innocent citizens.
To protect and serve. Probably about 24 years ago or so, I was down in Louisiana on some other business.
He was down in where, sorry?
I was down in Louisiana on...
He was down in...
Or so. I was down in Louisiana.
It was down in Louisiana. Do you guys know that? It was down in Louisiana. Has anyone ever been to Louisiana? I know he's saying Louisiana, but Louisiana. Has anyone ever been to Louisiana?
On some other business. And Harry had heard that.
I've heard of Louisiana, but I've never heard of Louisiana.
I shoot very well.
So this guy heard he shoots very well, right? So this guy who's a sheriff, he is that a movie star, right? A movie star shoots really well, who he doesn't know from a bag of soap, and just decides, you know what? Fuck actually finding an ex-military guy. I am going to find an action star and bring him down. That's what I'm going to do right now.
And Harry had heard that I shoot very well. He said, we're having a special SWAT training and several teams from the different areas will be down here. Would you shoot for us? I said, sure. And he said, would you be willing to bet that my best marksman could beat you? And I said, sure. So he set up a situation. And
all right. So that's this. What the footage you're showing, by the way, is not true because this is when he was teaching the fat guy, the fat Squirtle-looking dude. So the story he's telling is completely different to what they're actually showing in the background. Keep that in mind. Now, he was bet that he's best guy against Seagal. I don't know if he means like his personal best guy on the force or all the SWAT people that were there as well. I assume it's all the SWAT people.
Pulled out my gun and I went doom doom doom. I shot and somebody said, "Man, I think he missed the whole target."
How'd that go again, buddy?
And somebody said, "Man, I think he missed."
No, I need to hear it again.
Situation. And I pulled out my gun and I went doom doom doom. I shot and
doom doom doom. That's almost as good as Baz Ruddin's dangity dangity dang bang bang. I'm gonna have to try and find the higher quality version of that clip. Doom doom doom. One more time. Just one more time.
Best marksman could beat you. And I said, sure. So he set up a situation. And I pulled out my gun and I went, doom, doom, doom. I shot. And
Oh, it's the doom. Oh, shit. Ah.
be down. He said, gun. I went, doom, doom, doom. I shot. And somebody said, man, I think he missed the whole target. And then somebody else said, hell no, he hit all the bad guys in the eye.
I love how he puts the accent on. So either the person was just like a real southerny person, or they were just black. Because that's Seagal's southern or black voice, depending on, you know, what mood he's in.
And Harry said, well, would you teach my teams today, you know, small arms and firearms and come along techniques and defense techniques? And I said, sure. And so that day I taught everybody small arms, firearms, martial arts, come along techniques, arrest techniques, defense techniques. At the end of the day, he said, I understand you went to police.
Basically, he taught everybody everything. That day, he basically showed everyone how to just do everything.
At the end of the day, he said, I understand you went to police academy in Los Angeles and you got a post certificate and so forth and so on. I said, yes, sir. He said, would you be willing to join my force? I said, well, I couldn't join it full time.
Of course he can't, because he was still making movies back then and saving the world. He was part of the CIA still. As part of a CIA, he can't just give that shit up, obviously. So,
well, I'll give you full commission, fully sworn police officer with every bit of authority that any police officer has, and you can come down when you can come down.
Hold on a second. Does that mean that he doesn't have to do any of the testing, anything aptitude tests, any of the psychological? He can just come down and boom, he can just be a copper because that guy said so. Is that how it works? So if a police chief can just make me a copper because he likes the cut of my jig, is that how it works? I didn't know that's how it works, but all right.
You'll train my police officers, patrol, perform.
I assume it varies from state to state. Or
arrests and do everything that every cop does. It wasn't necessarily law enforcement per se as much as it was an opportunity for me to be able to help people.
He just wants to help people, man. I mean, let's just look at that. He just wants to help people.
For me to be able to help people. We are the guys who go in there and we stand up to the people who are victimizing and preying on weak and innocent people.
I mean, you'd think he was going in there and stopping murderers and rapists and big ass shit, but they're just pulling over people in traffic situations, which we'll see.
Means a lot.
All right, now we've seen him carry on about his own porky poo poo news. Now we're gonna get into my version of episode 2, okay, of Lawman season 2. Now I'm doing season 1. I know we watched it together and we went through it a little bit. You remember when the guy ran head on into him in an accident in the car? You know, when he ran head on in traffic, the guy was drunk. We watched that one. I'm making a video about that, obviously trying to make it humorous, etc., etc. We didn't cover all the jokes in what we saw because that would be silly. So I'm currently making that one, and this one we're going to watch together now. Stop answering. We haven't started yet. You can't answer yet. Don't make me do this. So you made me do that. This one now is called Blade Master. This is episode 2. So we'll watch this, and then again next week I'll release that, and hopefully we're only like a week behind-ish, ideally. We'll catch up eventually. Now, why do you think it's called Blade Master? You can answer now. A, because Wesley Snipes guest stars. B, Sensei Samurai pops up. C, someone kills people with blades. Or D, Fat Cookie's fat. All right. Well, I mean, as you can guess, obviously it's got something to do with Sensei Samurai. Yes, Fat Cookie's fat is an answer. Blowjob is an answer as well. Miss Midnight, yes. All right. So you can already tell it's going to have Seagal doing shit. Now, they're on the prowl. They're on the prowl at night now. They're looking for suspicious people, right? They're looking for suspicious shit. Now, just a warning also, a lot of this is probably going to get copyright flagged, but I won't delete it because I don't monetize the live streams. I don't bother because then I have to edit a lot of the shit out. So if I just leave it in its entirety and I don't bother monetizing it, then everyone can watch it in its entirety without any editing. So just for future reference, that's why there's no ads, and there never will be ads in live streams anymore. If we ever get to a point where we, get 100,000 people watching it, that might change because they're going to be strangers. But while it's a little community of people, then yeah. Anyway.
What's that silver?
All right. So what's happened is this guy's been. I can't show you the whole episode because otherwise, they'll really get shitty for me showing the whole episode. So basically, they pulled these people over, right, because they ran a red light. Now, they ran a red light. These guys get pulled up on by how many police officers? You think? Like so many cars. At least 4 cars. They all roll up. The guy gets out. All right, they all roll. There's a shitload of cars, like a shit ton of cars. All this just for one car running a red light, okay? Which obviously never happens, but all this for one car running a red light.
Get out of the vehicle.
Step out of your car. Step out the car.
Now, I just want to ask a question for anyone that knows about law enforcement in America. I'm pretty sure in Australia this would not be the case. Did you just pull your car? You just pull your gun out, right? Walk up to the front of a car, pull your gun out when there's a whole bunch of cops just for running a red light? Is that how shit happens? Like someone runs a red light and their first reaction is to pull a gun out? Is that normal? I'm assuming that shit's not normal, unless you're I don't know. This little looks like Sherman from American Pie. Right here, right now. He looks trigger happy. Real trigger happy.
Driving off, man.
Okay, now the guy drives off. He could have put a shot into him, so I'll give him credit. He didn't.
Go, go. Helicopter, go ahead. Give me the radio.
God damn.
They got the helicopter, they got the chopper, everything's going on.
Tell Air One, we got one running. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Okay, so what ends up happening is the Shermanator, the Shermanator. The dude ends up driving to his home, right? I think he just wanted to get home because they're arguing they were a bit worried they were going to get, well, we'll see. Again, this guy pulls a gun on him again. I mean, he's obviously surrendered. He's just on his knees. He's not doing anything. These guys are just in the background watching all this shit. I think one of them's their dad. I mean, let's just pulls the gun out of the guy again. All you'll do is beat our ass, right? All you'll do is beat I think he said all you do is beat I'm going to say the word nigger, right? N-I, whatever. All you're going to do is beat an N-word. But look at the guy's face though when he says about beating him. It looks like he does want to beat him though. Right there. Looks like it does. It looks like he kind of does want to beat him.
Anybody beat you yet?
But he does want to beat him though.
Hold on. I'm not gonna stand here. Listen.
And then this guy in front of the camera tries to pretend like I'm not gonna stand for this kind of bullshit. Blah blah blah.
I'm not gonna stand here and let you hammer. All right? We're trying to give you some respect. You better give us some. You understand? So you better.
Listen, man, I'm not saying all cops are bad, yeah, but I've had enough encounters with police as a white person, right? Who, in Australia, to know that there a lot of them are very, very much on power trips and undertrained on how to deal or not equipped with how to deal with people. And I understand their job is deadly, especially in certain areas, and you don't know how someone's going to react, so you have to be on your toes. I get all that. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you, bud? Space Ice is in the chat. What's happening? So anyway, he's at this point he's kind of just
down a little bit.
Just coming in to smooth out the show, right? He comes in to talk to people. He hangs around a little bit. He doesn't do too much. Hangs around a little bit, but well, I suppose if he wants to jump in impromptu, he can. I mean, Space, if you just want to jump in randomly right now, I can send you a link and you're welcome to jump on, mate. I don't know if you're in your Seagal panties. Otherwise, yeah. An impromptu stream. Just put him on the spot right now. Just putting I don't know if he's related to Vanilla Ice. I think he might be. I'm getting out of jail, okay? Steven Seagal got me, bro. He's talking to a guy on the phone. Just imagine just getting a phone call. That's all right. I'm in my jocks as well, mate. Most of the time, I'm in my jocks. That's why I have to turn my camera off when I leave. Steven Seagal got him.
But you know, if we put him over, we got a reason. He run from us. We think, man, he's one of them killers.
You want to jump in? All right, done. I'll send it to you. Let's just let's do it. Go for it. He said go for it. All right. Let me tack up, man. Let me just tack up. I don't know how I would do this exactly. I'll have to send it to your email, so just bear with me a second. It is almost tack up time. All right, so if I just bam. All right, well, I just sent him a link on one of the messages, one of the emails we had in a conversation. I just sent you the link, Mr. Ice, Mr. Ice Baby. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, anyway, back to if he pops in, he pops in. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But the link is there. So anyway, back to what we're doing. Let's not get sidetracked. If Mr. Ice, if I hear a ding ding in the background, it means Mr. Ice is joining us.
Out there, because we got killers out there.
So anyway, basically, he's talking to this guy's dad, right? This guy's dad's concerned is that he's gonna get hurt by Steven Seagal and his men.
But you know, if we put him over, we got a reason. He run from us. We think, man, he's one of them killers out there, because we got killers out there. You understand what I'm saying?
They got killers out there, bro. They got killers out there. Meanwhile, they've never really stopped the killer, but they got killers out there.
Just gonna give you a friendly warning, shake your hand, and then when you run, we think y'all some kind of thug.
All right, honestly,
Out of your car. Step out the car.
I mean, just think about this. Friendly warning and a handshake, right? That was the plan. The plan was they were going to give a friendly warning and a handshake. This guy strolls out with a gun. There's about 8 of them there. There's no way those 2 guys were getting off with a handshake and a warning. Especially they had some kind of attachments, which I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm assuming it's like some kind of priors. Attachments being some kind of prior, some shit or others. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he was going to get off with a handshake. I think he may have got off maybe with a pistol whipping, maybe with a baton smash, a quick little taser, but definitely not with a warning and a handshake. I think we can agree on that.
I just come down here.
All right, he's just come down here. Why has he come down here? Why has Seagal come? Oh, warrant. Well, is that what attachments are? Warrants. Okay, warrants. Sorry, that's what I meant by priors. Warrants. Sorry, my bad. Thanks for correcting me, Joker. I appreciate it, mate. Now, why does he come down here? Why does Seagal say that he comes down here? Is it A, to try and score some free drugs and panani? B, to serve the community? Blah, 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 all that kind of shit. C, he's just trying to stay relevant. Or D, is he hoping he can shoot and kill someone legally? Oh, hello. I've heard a ding in the background. I have heard a ding in the background.
What's up, bro?
Hello, sir. How are we?
I'm doing great.
I'm going to have to adjust your camera a little bit. 1 sec to get your full head.
Oh, you're cutting out Schneider.
I'm cutting a bit of Schneider. Hold on. Let me just let me rejig. All right, we're going to do this. There we go. We get the full Schneid.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, got both of us in here. Nice.
How are you, mate? You good?
I'm doing good. I seen Seagal, so I click because that's just how I roll.
Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Everyone say hello to Mr. Space Ice. For those of you that don't know, you've obviously been living in the Seagal wilderness for the last 2 or 3 years because this man is the only thing keeping him relevant besides myself, but on a greater level. He is bringing a whole new audience to Seagal, probably against their will, but he's still bringing an audience. So if you don't know, go check out his channel at Space Ice. Hold on. I don't know if I can do that kind of fancy shit. Let me just try. Oh yeah. All right, let's do that.
Oh my God, look at this.
I'm fancy, man. And you guys see, I'm old school. I can see everything that's happening right now. There we go. Bam.
Man, you're gonna have to show me how you do this at some point.
Technical behind the scenes shit. Everyone can see it. There you go. Bam. Go and check out Space Ice at some point. All right, I'm gonna have to remove that. Okay, there we go. Bam. All right, done. All right. So as you're aware, we're watching Lawman.
I saw this. Yes.
Have you been lucky enough to see all of Lawman yet? Or
I have not. No, I have decided when I'm going to start in on Lawman because it's kind of a whole different beast, being fake reality, unlike his fake non-reality of his movies.
Well, as opposed to his movies, which are
super realistic. Basically, they just follow him around with the camera, and those are movies because all that shit really happens.
Well, we might as well ask you why you're here, Space, Mr. Rice. Do you prefer to be called Space or Mr. Rice?
I prefer God, Emperor of Mankind.
All right, God, Emperor of Mankind.
Yes.
Why does he come down here? Is he A, trying to score some free drugs in Punani? Is he B, serving the community, blah, blah, yada, yada, all that bullshit? C, is he trying to stay relevant? Or D, is he hoping, well, he can shoot and kill someone legally?
Oh, that's a tough one. So definitely D is out. He does not like killing people legally. That ruins the fun.
That's true.
Obviously, serve the community. That's a joke answer. I know you just threw that in there because you needed 4. Oh,
nice. Correct. That's correct. Yes. So far, you're on the ball.
He gets all the punani he could ever want. They just throw it at him. So it can't be A. It's got to be C. He's trying to stay relevant. It's got to be C.
Okay. Well, let's see what he says.
Serve the community, and try to make it safe for y'all. That's all.
Wow, he put on his full I'm filming a movie, show all my emotional range. That was powerful stuff right there.
He's there to serve the community. And we watched a little intro earlier that you may have missed, but every time he gets a chance, he wants to tell everyone that he's serving the community.
Well, I like how he looks around at everyone else to see if anyone's buying it.
Well, he has to emote, by looking away into the distance. It's how you tell people that you're emoting. It's like one of those things where you're
like when somebody's like staring out the window and talking slowly, and he's like, "Damn, that's powerful."
That's the emotional moment he's going with.
Oh, okay, I got it.
To be honest with you, probably we would have just gave him a warning.
Bullshit, motherfucker!
Okay, so I don't know if you saw earlier, but they pulled him over with a gun, and I was asking if that's normal protocol, which I mean, sometimes it can be, I guess. But if you pull someone over with a gun, you're probably less likely to just give them a warning and a handshake, though, right? If that's going to happen.
If you pull them out with a gun, you're expecting a felony. So we'll just go with none of this makes any sense because it's Seagal.
Yeah. Okay. So, some of the people in the chat were speculating that he was a paid actor in the vehicle. Now, maybe not to that extreme, but I wouldn't put it past this TV show.
So if you're looking for a real answer, there's only a couple realistic. He must have a felony warrant, or they're suspecting him of having a felony. That was the only time you would pull somebody out with your gun out. Now they probably cut that out because they're like, well, if we just find somebody with a warrant, that's not nearly as cool as we go after him and pull our guns out. Just this crime we happen to witness.
But how would they have even known that when they just pulled him? They just stopped them at like traffic lights.
People's
from running their plate, running the number
your
plate?
license plates. If it's registered to you, if they run your license plate and you have warrants, it'll show up.
Okay, so they have attachments. That's the same as a warrant we established, I believe, right?
Yeah, I don't know what an attachment is. You guys out there have your own crazy laws. I can't even begin to guess.
This is in America.
Attachment?
Yeah, that's what they get. That's what you'll see. You'll see in a second. They always say they've got attachments. These guys have got attachments. I'm guessing that's like a warrant, right? It must be.
I have no idea what you mean by attachment.
You've never heard that? It's okay. Well, in this show, that's all they ever say. They never say they have warrants, or they generally say they've got attachments.
Oh wow, that's bizarre. Maybe it's some weird local thing to where they're at, some slang, but I've never heard that term.
Okay, interesting. All right, there we go. Glad we cleared that up.
Narcotics just asked us to back them up on the bus they've got going. We're heading over to the briefing right now.
Okay, so Narcotics has asked him to help them on a bus.
No chance somebody asks Seagal to help back him up. If they did, it was like a joke or somebody lost a bet, so they had to do it.
I think they're just bored and they just want to be on TV, and they know that he needs shit to show, so they figure, fuck it, we'll go on.
Yes.
I just wanted to clip together Seagal's facial expressions during the meeting.
Oh, his full range. That's his full range. He's really going at it.
Yeah. He's deep. He's deep into it, as you can see. Deep.
Wow.
So after we buy the
I wonder how many takes that took.
well, they put this like dramatic music. Just listen to this bit. They put this like dramatic dunk just in at the end when they're about to go, right? And it shows Seagal's face. So I'm assuming that's just edited.
Yeah, nobody was saying anything. That's like a dramatic. Oh my God, some crazy shit just happened. But you edit that out. That's just how the show goes. We just stare at his ugly face and then dong. Okay.
Well, a good 60% of it is them riding in the car showing Seagal's facial expressions because there's not a lot that happens. Most of the time, they just generally pull over black people or Hispanic people. Only white people if they're involved in accidents, like they're getting. Otherwise, it's generally. Now, I'm guessing it's very heavily African American demographic down there, but
yeah, typically even within that, they'll have each station will have specific areas there also. So it could be a lower income area within a lower income jurisdiction. So it's not all that abnormal.
Well, also he's drawn to black people as being one of.
Oh yeah, no, he wants to be with his people. He wants to make a difference where he was born and raised.
Exactly.
So after we buy the pills, we're not going to arrest him. We're going to follow him and see if he'll lead us to his crack dealer. Take them both down.
I don't think he wants to confiscate the drugs. I think he wants to take them for himself anyway. But that's the white truck they're waiting for. There's a drug deal going down. All right, so I'm just setting it up. This guy's at the pump, and the copper's going to walk up and just come up to the side.
Truck just arrived. Our undercover's about to walk up.
So, am I following this? So they were looking for a car, and they're just going to follow it and hope it takes them to their crack dealer? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that
No. What's going to happen is this guy's going to buy drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, and then they're going to let the guy go and follow him to wherever he goes. That's it. That's the plan. They're just going to follow the guy in the white truck, the drug dealer, after he sells the drugs. They're not going to take him. They're just going to follow him because he's probably going to go somewhere else where there's, I don't know, stuff happening. I don't know the theory behind it. I mean, it's.
So they're doing a drug deal, then he's going to follow and see if there's doing another. If they're going to go buy drugs.
Maybe I think they're expecting him to go somewhere else afterwards with more drug stuff involved. Because this guy's a user and a dealer, so maybe he's going to go buy a shitload more heroin. I don't know, man. It's a Seagal show. Why are we expecting any of this shit to make sense?
I just feel like there's got to be a piece missing that we're not getting from this. Usually, like, all right, he's gonna go buy drugs, and we're gonna follow him, see if he buys more drugs.
All right, you want to watch? I can get the. You want to watch the full episode?
We don't have to watch the full episode. I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure I'll be disappointed.
It goes for 22. It goes for like 22 minutes, to be honest with you. So we can skip forward some of the shit. But I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure they were just gonna follow this guy somewhere else because he's a drug dealer as well as a user, and for some reason that's important to them. So we're gonna follow. They might say we'll find out.
The way you're describing it makes a lot more sense than the way they're describing it.
Well, again, I may have been. I may be wrong.
Well, I can see following him just to see if he does something else illegal or going somewhere illegal. But just so specifically, he's going to go to his crack dealer after he just sold some crack or bought some crack, whatever it is. I feel like the crack should be done for right now. He's probably going to go to go get some food, go home, go to a family, go to friends. I don't know the odds are going from a drug deal to drug deal.
Well, he's made his money, so he probably should retire for the night. But again, he may not be a bright cookie. He may be a paid. We don't know. He might be paid. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what Seagal has to say. So he's getting serious now because he pushes the glass. He does that.
Oh shit! People are gonna die. He's doing the glasses.
Yeah, as someone with 4 eyes, when I do that shit, watch out. Yeah, that's when shit's about to get real. So I know what's going to happen. By the way, just a little bit off topic. I forgot to show you earlier. Sorry to mention it earlier. Where's the fucking photo of his fat hands? All right. I showed his fat hands earlier, and I forgot to mention, look at his knuckles, yeah, because of all his punching of the board. He's got some hefty badass, what do you call them, calluses and shit?
They look like calluses.
It looks like
kind of. The calluses aren't usually raised up that big and white. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a fucking wart.
Yeah, they look like some old man thing that real elderly man would have.
Warts. But I just thought of that while I was looking at his giant sausage fingers. I mean, look at the size of he does have big hands. But anyway.
Well, he's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Oh, so they're probably like 4 miles back. Is that what's happening?
Oh, hold on. So I got this the wrong way around. Maybe his guy is the one selling the drugs to the other guy. That might make more sense.
That would make a lot more sense. And there's a car. I bet they're going to both go buy drugs, and then it happens. I mean, they're filming it, putting it together for a TV show, so they could definitely edit things together because they'd be following this guy around all day and probably get nothing.
That's true.
You can just follow a random car, even if you know they're a drug dealer, and just get lucky that they're going to go do a drug deal. Only in the movies is that all they do all day, every day is go buy and sell drugs.
Yeah, but that's right. He could just be visiting his mom.
Well, yeah, he's a human being, so he probably goes normal places. Like, they're not just these characters in the movies where all they exist for is the drugs.
It's true. He probably goes to a proctologist and, who knows, other things.
Daily.
All sorts of things.
Yeah.
But Seagal's the one that spots the drug deal going down with his Hawkeye vision, as you saw. Hawkeye.
I guess this is a still frame where they're just adding this dramatic.
100%. But what happens is in every single episode where there's a gun that needs to be found, or there's a syringe that needs to be found, or there's a person that needs to, guess who always finds it every single time? I'm not saying it's edited that way, but guess who finds it every single time?
The new guy, the rookie, who they always haze.
Yeah. The big dog here. He's the one who finds it
okay,
every single time. The big man.
Too. Okay, makes sense. Very observant.
Everybody just be cool. We don't need to be right on them.
Oh, they didn't even stop.
How the fuck did they lose him though? But I don't understand how you lose him when you got people everywhere. You got helicopters. You're showing aerial shots, so you got helicopters. Obviously, someone's shooting from the sky, right? So someone's got a fucking helicopter.
That could just be stock footage. They just throw that in there.
What, of just the helicopter in the cars?
Well, yeah, the helicopter. It could be a completely different time. Who knows? Yeah, if they do have
actually, that's true. They're going for a white ute, and what they show here is no white ute. So that's a good point.
Yeah, no. If they have a helicopter and they lose a car like that, then it's Seagal, so I believe it.
So basically, they lost him. They lost him. Okay.
We lost him. Cut down the side street.
Oh God! Yeah, that's all ADR did. They never lost him. They're just adding this for dramatic effect.
Well, because it's funny you mentioned that because
this guy won.
Bam! This guy pops up again. Just all of a sudden he pops up, right?
Well,
and guess who the first person to spot this motherfucker is again?
Again, they might be the other side of the city, and Seagal just has that kind of vision.
He does, but he just pulls out. Apparently, he pulls out because otherwise the cameraman just happens to be there. But he pulls out right in front of wherever they are, so they didn't really lose him.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they were here the whole time, and this is just down the street, and wherever the camera was before was actually behind him, and they've been just sitting here knowing he was going to go this direction. That's my guess on this.
So you reckon they just added all the other shit in about them being lost and stuff, really, or losing him?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, you can see he's not even in a lane right here. He's probably just parked on the side of the road. He just pulled over here to park, and the guy drives right in front of him. That's stupid. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay. Someone's answering. E. By the way, someone answered E. Rob Schneider.
Oh, there you go. Somebody got it right.
Richie!
Nicely done.
Thank you, Paul.
Him, no?
That's him right there.
There him. Well, let's get up there, Johnny.
Okay, so I don't know why I slowed this down. I think it's because he touches his titty. I'm not sure.
This is some GQ shit.
I don't know why I slowed that down.
Looks at the camera.
So, I don't know. Sometimes you just forget why you do shit. It occurs to you at the time, and then afterwards you don't know why the fuck you did it. I'm sure you can probably relate to that to some degree. When
Only
you
like 10 to 12 times a stream.
Yeah. But I don't know why. It probably has something to do with his leather jacket or
probably
some
just
shit.
the look. That definitely looks like a model pose.
It does, definitely. He actually looks
out
like
his jacket.
Looks like he's about to pose for GQ or some shit. Yes.
I mean, if that's all that is, if that was just the scene, I would put that in there because that's insane. Why is that there?
I don't know.
Bizarre as hell.
I don't know what the scene was, nor do I know why the fuck I put it there. But you could say that about a lot of scenes in this movie as to why they exist.
I mean, I'm saying I don't know why that would exist anywhere in the first place. Even for you to take it out, it seems
agreed,
insane and unnecessary.
By the way, this episode is just filled with a bunch of police bullshit when we're getting to the golden stuff about Seagal being a samurai. So we're getting there.
Oh, nice.
Now, yeah, we're getting there. There's always samurai shit. Now, he finds drugs.
And is in there.
They got a good little chunk in there.
Yeah. Maybe.
Now, how many rocks do you reckon he guesses is in there? Now, let's have a look at the bag. Okay. This is a tiny, you can't really see. It's not the greatest quality, but you can kind of see what's going on there. All right. I'm guessing they count them by rocks.
Okay.
Now, how many rocks do you think Seagal guesses? A, 10, 15, or 20. B, 5, 6, or 7. C, 100. Or D, cookies, fat cookies. Now, generally, there's always an answer that's always going to be right, and that's D in this case. So you can lock that in. So it's really for a bonus point.
No, so I think he is such an expert on cookies, fat, and cookies. I think he's like from a mile away, he's like, that ain't cookies, fat, and cookies. That's why he's pissed. That's why he's making that face. He's like, I wanted fucking cookies, fat, and cookies. Son of a bitch. That's,
okay. So what are you thinking?
Then he's pissed. So he's just like, that's fucking 100. He's so mad right now. He says an asshole answer because he's pissed. There's not cookies.
All right, so you're guessing 100?
100. That's what
most people. A lot of people in the chat are going with D. It seems, which obviously makes sense. He will put it in his pocket. He probably will put it in his pocket. All right, well, let's see what he says.
10, 15, 20 rocks in there.
Boom. See, 10, 15. He knows exactly how many rocks is there because I don't know if you know this space, but Seagal actually smokes crack. Yeah, he actually admitted it on camera. He's admitted it on camera. Are you aware of this or not?
I am not aware of this.
Oh,
he doesn't look like someone who smokes crack.
I'll show you now. Okay. Well, damn, you didn't know that. Okay. Well, I'll have to show you now. Sorry. Where is it? There we go.
And I went in the house. I smoked the crack that I had the money for.
I mean, he just admitted it right there. Do I need to play it again? I mean,
and I went in the house. I smoked the crack that I had the money for.
So, you could argue he was saying it from someone else's perspective, but I'm just hearing what I'm hearing.
From what I heard, it's conclusive evidence he smokes crack.
He smoked the crack. He bought, but he had the money for.
Showcase.
So yes, he might very well steal it. But 10, 15, 20 was the answer, it seems.
10, 15, 20 rocks in there.
Genius.
We're out there every night chasing the bad guys.
Okay, so that's what he said.
He's out there for the bad guys.
He guessed it was probably 100, and he took
the difference?
95, 90, or 85.
He took the difference. You reckon?
He took the difference. He's like, there's only going to be 5, 10, or 20, whatever I can't handle.
That's the most likely answer, I think.
But in his head, he's like, there's got to be 100 in there.
I think you're correct. Definitely correct. By the way, I don't know if you've heard the soundboard, but there's a few soundboards here.
Pay attention. You paying attention? You sure?
Okay, there's a lot of.
Look at it. Fuck it.
Van Damme gets an appearance too.
Oh, double impact.
Double Impact's one of my favorite for quotes because it's got a lot of
it does. You got Alex being the asshole, so yeah, you get some Van Damme quotes you don't typically get.
It is a great movie. It is a great movie. Anyway,
police work is all about knowing your opponents and anticipating their every move.
Mm-hmm. All right, you know what's coming because you hear the music.
Oh my god!
Again.
Now, this I left in its entirety, I think, because it's all about Seagal and samurai shit. So, police work, I don't think, has anything to do with... What the fuck did he say? Something about...
Your opponents... Your police work is the bad guys.
Sorry.
Good police work is all about knowing your opponents and anticipating their every move.
All right, it is, but it's not really. I mean, you're just like... I get it. You got to know the criminals and you got to know what they're... Like, you got to catch them before what they're doing. But that's not... Doesn't apply with that kind of shit. It's just not...
No,
the words don't make sense. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. You can't just apply it to anything. It's not how it works.
Well, I mean, you could apply it to anything, but yes, being able to read the future is very helpful in many endeavors.
Mm. All right, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of samurai shit and a lot of.
Are these officers he's with? Or are these
no,
random people?
These are paid Japanese blokes, I'm guessing, because he talks Japanese to them. He makes a point of doing that. Don't worry.
Again, when you're a police officer, anytime there's an encounter and an engagement, the strategy that I apply always really comes from the ancient philosophy of swordsmanship.
Okay.
All right, Space. So when he's a police officer, he just tries to apply swordsmanship mentality. Now, if you're a police officer, What the fuck does that mean to you? Just out of curiosity.
Cut off
What would
people's
you-
arms and legs, I guess.
What would how would you?
Maybe
how
some
would you-
decapitations.
Yeah. Okay. So you bring a sword to work when bad guys have got guns. Yep. And then
I
you're
didn't say
gonna-
anything about bad guys. I just said cut off arms, legs, and
cut people. Yeah. Okay. I
heads.
get you. So just to decapitate anybody and anyone that's around.
Yeah, if they're a criminal, fine. That's just a bonus.
All right. Nice. I like it. But he doesn't really have a code anyway, so
No,
it
no.
does make he just slices anyone in his way.
Whatever's
Really?
fun at the moment.
Well, yeah.
Straight into the throat.
All right, but I mean, he let you do it. Like, what are you showing me here? That you're reacting quicker than he did?
Well, if you have a sword and you're coming at a guy who decides just to stick his arms up in the air,
yeah.
like, what am I going to do? You're in such a bad position. All you have is a sword at the guy's face, and his arms are in the air. So I thought the guy was just going to just kill Seagal because he's in such a weak position. But
I think it's a
apparently he just
competition.
fucking just pushed the sword at him.
I think what he's trying to show is that he can swing up quicker than that guy can swing down. Maybe it's a bit of a boast.
That just seems
But you
like
think-
as long as the other guy puts them in the worst possible position to defend themselves. Yeah. Apparently Seagal can go like this faster
Bam.
than the guy can go like this. That's crazy speed.
Bam.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could shorter distance you could get there quicker. That's
Did you edit that? Did you like fast forward him like 500 speed because he went so fast?
I did not. That's just the sword started back here. By the way, it only looks like it came from there. Like the sword came from back here. I should say, using the mouse, probably a better idea. He didn't actually swing from here to there. It just looks like it. It's just because of this, like you said, the speed.
Mhm.
He actually, yep. You'll
And
see.
also, if you have a sword, the move you want to do is to try to split them down the middle long ways. That's the best use of a sword.
Yeah, Blade. That's what Blade did.
Yeah, you just cut them in half.
That's what Blade did in Blade 2 when he got out of the blood pool. You know, when he did the slice up. When he killed what's his name? What's the fucker's name from Sons of Anarchy? Ron Perlman. That's the
There's
move
a lot
Seagal's
of-
using right now.
Yeah. That's Blade stole it from Steven Seagal.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Blade was for I
No,
don't know
Steven
which one.
Seagal's been doing that for many, many years.
It
He
is
has
true,
chopped
and
many people in half.
And he's only using a wooden stick right now. By the way, let's just keep that in mind. Also, this is only a wooden stick.
Yeah. I mean, usually it's children because they're easier because they're shorter and smaller. But yeah, no, he's chopped a lot of people in half.
Yeah.
Straight into the throat. Very dangerous cut. This one, there's no mercy.
Wait, hold on. So if you cut someone in the throat, that's dangerous. Okay, I'm glad you warned me about that. I was just about to just start going after people's throats. Okay. But
Yeah,
we know it's
it's-
dangerous, guys. So
Can be fatal.
it can be. Yeah.
Turns out the heart might also be a problem, but can be fatal.
I got to start writing this down.
Yeah, take notes, mate. If nothing else, you can learn from Seagal. If you can, once you get past the amazement phase,
Mhm.
you can definitely learn from this specimen.
Yeah, it's not just beauty. He's got brains too.
Sensei Seven Chins is always teaching.
Sword is very relevant today in the sense that when you got to kick in a door and make sure you don't get shot or your team members don't get shot, you have to gain the best position.
All right, so sword shit's relevant because when you kick the door in, you got to get the best position. That's basically what he's just told me. So I need to know how to use a samurai sword to be able to boot a door in as a copper. So why isn't that part of standard fucking training, people? What are
No,
we
they
doing
didn't
here?
know that until he came with the sword. Normally, what they would do is when they would go into a house, they would take their pants off and walk in backwards. And apparently, that was having issues. So Seagal came and he just changed everything.
Well, he was invited. I don't know if you heard the original story that he said about how he got invited, but basically the chief dude saw how awesome he was, and instead of hiring an actual ex-military person to help, they got Seagal down instead because of how awesome he was. So it makes sense.
He watched The Foreigner and he was just amazed.
Yeah, exactly. He watched he watched Sniper Special Ops and he was amazed. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you see that movie and you have the power, you're obviously going to try and hire him.
100%.
The best position. This would really normally decapitate him. And I'm stopping.
It would not. It would not.
I don't know why. Hey, you haven't seen him use a real sword. We'll get to that later. It's not just a wooden sword. He does use a real sword. So he walks the walk and he does a lot of special stuff. Don't worry, we'll get there. We're getting there. So he can decapitate people. Don't be cynical about Steven Seagal. You've seen Belly of the Beasts, right? He cuts arrows in half and shit. Like,
yeah, he does
with a samurai sword.
These are facts. These are facts.
These are on film. Film doesn't lie to us. We know that.
Turn women's boobs to a magical treasure map.
Yeah.
Great samurai killed when they have to, and they gave life when they could. My technique is not all how to just kill somebody, but it's how to neutralize them without killing them.
That's why he's going for the throat with the sword.
And the hands. He's a very tactical, very tactical. Boom. See? Boom.
I love my sound effects. Why do they have to add the oh?
They replay so much shit like over and it's like a Van Damme, like it's like the kickboxing era.
That guy's clearly not saying it. None of them are making that noise. Somebody's adding that in.
Definitely, a lot of special effects are added in. By the way, there was a clip before where Seagal goes dung 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 when using the gun. I don't know if you saw that, but you might like that sound effect.
The dung dung dung. That sounds like a gun. Yeah, I thought that. You were under
did you
fire.
see it or not? He actually does it himself. He goes dung 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 himself. So
is that gunshot? Am I hearing gunshot? Like whatever you're saying, I'm not hearing. All I hear is gunshots.
Ballistics, just pure ballistics. That's right.
Cut his thumb off. Once that thumb is off, they're done. I cut his Achilles tendon.
Look, this is handy for those times when you're, as a policeman, you're going to come across someone with a samurai sword, and you're going to have one probably in your boot, right? Standard issue.
Typically,
police when they're tacked up.
Yeah, I think that's required in most places.
Yeah, so you know this might seem stupid and unrelated to police work, but
not at all.
I think it's I think it's solid advice. You can use anywhere, not just as a policeman, by the way. To anybody out there, if you're ever coming across someone with a samurai, pay attention to this shit. Samurai cop.
Chopping
samurai
off thumbs and Achilles.
Yeah, thumbs and Achilles.
Those are the easiest things to get.
Well, they can be reattached to some degree, right? So it's not a fatal blow. He's just he's just incapacitating you. He's being generous.
That's a gift. It's my way of saying you get to live.
You get to live.
Swordsmanship is a philosophy.
He laughs because he doesn't let them live. He just tells them that, gives their hopes up because it's funnier to kill somebody when they're smiling. So he says, you're good. Then he kills them.
I think he laughs because even he knows it's bullshit too. I mean, honestly, like what he can't possibly believe. Actually, he probably does. Who am I kidding? He probably does. I was just thinking
what he believes.
He can't possibly believe all the bullshit that he actually spins. I know it's a TV show, but it is a reality show to some degree. He can't possibly believe half the crap that he's saying. Anyway,
that's the eternal question. Does he believe it himself? Is he delusional or is he just a bullshitter?
Well, this is a different era Seagal than now as well. He's gone through a lot of phases, you know, but this era Seagal now is an interesting one. But this era Seagal, I think, was still trying to have an image. He hadn't really this is 2009-ish. So he wasn't a complete washout yet, right? Like complete.
What? He was 2009. This is when everyone forgot he existed. That was that middle period when nobody knew. Everyone forgot about him.
Not down under, mate. Not down under. He was doing beer commercials in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he made a little commercial called Sheep Impact. It was like a little mini movie where he plays a 26-year-old Australian person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. In America, he disappeared from exit wounds until like 2020 or so.
2020? What?
He disappeared from Americans' standpoint. He had exit wounds, and then he pops back up with everyone just making fun of him.
Yeah, he became a meme at some point. That is true. Yeah. But I think in 2009, mate, down in Australia, now we might get things like 5 or 10 years after the rest of the world. That's
backwards
fine.
And upside down, so it makes sense.
That's like, you know, we get 80s music now and stuff, so we're getting all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
I just heard Blue All Rise. You know, anyway.
Swordsmanship is a philosophy. It's a way of life where you learn how to not only protect yourself, but all innocent people. When you're a cop, all of those techniques and all those philosophies come into play.
Thank you, Sensei.
Training with wooden swords is great, but
Yeah.
nothing compares to a real samurai sword.
Now they tease you. They're just teasing us.
Ah,
Later this week, I'll be testing some of the sharpest swords in the world.
See, they don't show you now. They just tease you for later on, right? Because they're real dodgy bastards. Now, just on that note, I just want to ask a question of how well you know Seagal. You've done a lot of Seagal movie reviews, right?
one or two.
You've done one or two. Now, he says a lot of powerful, pertinent things. Sometimes he says stupid things, but sometimes he says some very powerful things. Now, there are 8 quotations here. I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to read a couple, and I want you to guess if you think Seagal said it or if you don't think he said it. Okay? So, for example, I mean, I've actually, why would I even bother? Sorry, even reading it out to you, that would just be rude of me. I apologize. Let's try this game.
The less you try to control something, the more real power you have. Control is an illusion. Mastery is harmony.
Okay, do you think he said that?
No.
No?
No.
Guys, chat, do you think Seagal said that? 1 for yes or 2 for no? Do you think he said, one more time?
The less you try to control something, the more real power you have. Control is an illusion. Mastery is harmony.
All right.
A man who knows himself has no enemies left.
Shut up. Don't get carried away. How dare you? All right, 1 sec. We're just going to... Oh, you've all got about 7 seconds to answer. That's how much time you got, by the way. I can confirm that he did say that shit. By the way, he did say that shit.
In a movie?
No. In some interview in like.
Okay.
I should have taken note. No, this is real life shit, Space. This is not
Okay.
Sorry, Emperor of everything on the earth or whatever. I forgot what it was.
Close enough. Yeah. Basically.
This is real life shit. This is like real life important stuff. All right. All right. Let's just see.
A man who knows himself has no enemies left to fight. You can't find peace by...
A man who knows himself has no enemies left to fight. Do you think he said that?
No.
No
chance. No chance. There's no chance he would say anything like that. No.
Okay. Then chat, 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you think Seagal said that? And Alexander, the reason why you can do that is because you got a free membership, because you can give memberships and shit once a month apparently. So you got a free one, and as part of your being a member, I've created Seagal icons, and you get them next to your name. So, and you can actually have more than me because you've got more followers, so you can add more. I can only add 9. I've only got 9 that I can do. I'll put them all on for you. Bam. One's a sniper, one's a ballerina. It's fun. It's good times.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah.
Fancy.
This is it. You can't see it. Oh, there you go. Anyway, Seagal's head. Bam. Anyway. All right, just one more, and then we're going to move on. I'm not going to go through all of them. But by the way, you're right that he didn't say that. By the way, he did not say that.
No chance.
All right, one more, and then we'll move on. Okay.
You can't find peace by avoiding life. You find it by entering life without fear.
So you can't find peace by avoiding life. You find it by entering life without fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sounds pompously enough for him to say, right?
It does.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. It does sound something like what he says. And the reason I brought all this up is only because he talks a lot about his spiritual shit and all this kind of crap, and and maybe we've just misjudged him. Maybe all this Buddhism and spiritual shit that he's gone through has just made him a better person, and we just don't know. That's all I'm saying.
It depends on the time frame too. Like you said, he has these phases. He had Buddhist phases. He has these spiritual phases. He has his "I'm a bad guy, but I'm really good" phases. So it kind of depends on what part of his life for those quotes.
And what do you think he's in now? What phase do you think he's in now, other than sitting and mumbling and?
I think he's in the hungry phase.
Hungry phase. He's always in the hungry phase.
He always looks hungry.
He is always hungry. I've got a lot of videos of him eating stuff. Some of it's real, some of it's not. They're very limited.
Do they let you do that? I feel like they demonetize you for showing something like that.
What, Seagal eating?
Yeah, that sounds disgusting.
I might get copyright claimed from him.
That's his style of eating. You can't just copy that.
By the way, I got copyright claim from the SNL video I did about Seagal from 2 years ago, right? I got claimed literally last week or whatever you want to call
Really?
it. After 2 years, man, yeah. And by the way, like for someone on my channel size, it was one of my highest earning videos, right? And I won the appeal, thankfully, in the end. But I didn't know they did that shit 2 years later. I mean, what's the point of uploading and going through that whole process?
It's the way their system works. I think they just every now and then it rechecks videos randomly, even old ones. Because I've had that happen where a year later I get a claim on something.
Yeah, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
It is.
I was not. Oh shit! It's raining outside now in fucking Thailand. Anyway, all right, back to Lawman. Shit, we're only halfway through. That's okay. See, it takes even. You know, the thing is, having an extra person, especially someone who's so passionate about Seagal, the time, it's a bit slower. Yeah, it doesn't go through as quickly as when you're going solo. I've had what's his name on before, Alex, who by the way still hasn't appeared. I don't know if you've spoken to him.
I'm assuming the worst.
I hope he's all right, man. I mean, yeah,
So do I,
you know,
but
he was. Yeah, I hope he's all right. He was embroiled in that area of the world where it's not great right now. But anyway, yeah, I hope he's all right. Alex, if you're watching this somewhere from some bunker, man, I hope you're good, man. Just make sure you get enough rations. Anyway.
Did y'all call somebody?
They're here for an ambulance. They got called out for an ambulance because someone's high or drunk and they need an escort, right? And it turns out that the guy's just drunk and he has no way to get home.
Hey man, Steven Seagal here. He's a movie star. Or
So they call Seagal in.
No, sir. You have any money on you for a taxi?
No, sir.
Can't just leave.
I don't know why they're putting that noise in the background, but that's not me. That they did
You
that.
have any money on you for a taxi?
No, sir.
Interesting.
Is that a taxi noise in America?
No.
Okay.
Just leave it, yeah.
I don't know what that is. Beeping.
I can give money for a taxi if you'd use it.
So the big man comes in with the cash. He comes in with the cash. All right. Now, this is a big question. You can't see the bill. All right. You can't see the bill. How much does he give this fella? A, $5, B 10, C 20, D 50, E 100. And he pulls away, or he pulls the money away last minute and laughs at him for being broke.
Ooh, that's a good one. I want to say F, except you didn't add anything about assaulting the man, so probably not F. He is a big time movie star, so he's probably pulling out a $5.
You think he's pulling out a $5?
He's a $5. He's a big time movie star, so he's got money, so 5.
All right, guys, what do we got here? We got some Fs. I expected some Fs to be there. Yes. We got a C, 20. Cliff's saying a tenner. You're saying a $5. Right? Just out of curiosity, where would $5 get? How far would $5 get you in a cab in America?
See that blue sign down there behind him?
About there, right?
Right around there.
But honestly, is it expensive for cabs in the US or?
Well, they usually will have like there's like a certain amount. It'd be like $3 or $4 just to get them there. Then per mile, it's not that expensive, but the $5 eats into most of the entry fee just to get to the taxi.
Okay, so Uber or what do you guys have? Lyft or something over there?
Yeah, we have Uber and Lyft.
Cheaper, right?
It's all depending on where you are. $5 could get you a couple miles probably.
All right, well let's see what Moneybag gives him.
Here's 20.
Damn.
Boom. He's not fucking around.
God bless you.
And I think he was considering giving him more.
Taxi, brother, man.
I think he was having a look here, see what else he's got. Should I give it to him? He may have seen 100, and he thought, "Fuck that, I'm not giving him 100."
I feel like this was. I feel like this was staged.
I mean, they just needed someone because the ambulance can't drive him home for some reason. Apparently,
well, it looks like he's at the ambulance place. Like he's at wherever the headquarters for the ambulance is. Like it doesn't seem like an ambulance was called for him. Because if you look back, there were just ambulances parked all over. Like there's only going to be like 20 ambulances all parked up nice in rows if they're at the whatever the EMS area is.
But can an ambulance not give people a ride home?
Oh, no, they cannot. Especially those, because those look like private ambulance. So you got to pay. And those are like, nowadays it's probably like $1,000. Back then it was probably $600 to $800.
Okay.
They don't give you rides home.
And the police cars give people rides home if they're drunk and shit, or generally not also?
They can. They almost never will, but they can.
Okay.
The private ambulance, they're about making money. They're not about giving people rides home.
So I think they called Seagal. They knew that they had some sort of shit going on, so they called Seagal. Or you reckon they just paid some dude off the street to just, hey man.
Well, I don't know. It's insane that he's even there in the first place. Like, this doesn't sound like a police matter in the slightest.
Well, it's his birthday also, so that's another thing.
His birthday? Well,
it's his birthday.
Today.
Today, yes, sir.
Okay, so this guy tells him it's his birthday, right? Now, what happens next? What does Seagal say? A, he starts rambling about Buddhism and Zen. B, he starts talking about giving back to the world on your birthday. C, he talks about some Chinese philosophy bullshit. Or D, this guy fucked up because he's about to have his birthday snatched. So what is the correct answer?
So I have to eliminate D because it would be snatch motherfucking birthday. He doesn't just snatch birthdays. It's got to be the motherfucker birthdays.
That's true. Yep. Well played on the technicality there. Very smart. See, trick question, but you got it. Nicely done.
Giving back to the world. I'm going to go giving back to the world because that guy looks homeless and an alcoholic. So there's zero chance he has anything to give back to the world, much less that he actually would. So I'm going to go with B because it's the dumbest.
Okay. Okay, so we've got some varied answers in the chat. So Buddhism and Zen would be the obvious answer because he does ramble about Buddhism and Zen a lot.
Yeah.
Joker says the answer is always D. It is always D. Let's see what he says.
So according to the Chinese astrology, you fall under the animal of the dragon, which is a magical, mystical animal. So use your magic to get sober and do good and prosper, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad he explained the dragon.
That's it. Yeah, he just said it's a magical. That's his rambling. That's
it's
it.
Not those things that people walk on those leashes. That's not shit. Okay. Oh, it's a mystical one. Got it.
It made no sense what he was saying. That he was trying to sound deep, saying he's a dragon and you're a spiritual animal, so you got to do some magical stuff.
Isn't that go by the year of the birth and not the birthday?
I believe you are correct. Yes, I believe you are correct. Also, he's asking a bit much from this homeless dude. Maybe just like get a job first before doing anything magical.
Yeah.
Be able to feed yourself. That's a good start, I reckon, before worrying about magic.
Giving him money to get a ride home and he doesn't have a home. I'm missing something there.
He gets stooged here though, so he actually just pockets a 20 because
job is about having patience and compassion and taking a minute to listen to what's wrong with people.
Blah blah blah.
See what you can do to help them.
How old are you today?
Oh, sorry, I got too carried away. I thought he actually gets a ride home, but we'll get to that later. Sorry, we're not done yet. We're not done yet with this guy.
58.
58? Man, you almost as old as him. You know that?
Almost as old as who?
That man, Mr. Seagal, right there.
Now, I believe this whole encounter happened right here just to highlight the fact that Steven Seagal was there because the guy didn't recognize him. I'm just saying that. Keep watching and then tell me what you think at the end of it all.
That's Steven, the man that gave you the money.
You gotta be kidding me. You're Steven?
Yes, I am.
Steven Seagal?
Yes, sir.
Man, let me get it. I love you.
Now, does that sound like it was the guy the white guy who's I don't know what the fuck, he's always there. He's a colonel. I don't know. He's a colonel. Do they have colonels in the sheriff's department?
They do not.
He's a colonel. He just randomly starts. Is there a colonel in the ears?
No,
honestly, he's a colonel. Let's see what else could COL be?
There's no colonel.
Well, COL's not constable, right? That's usually CONS is constable, the abbreviation, right? So what would corporal? Is there such a thing?
Could be corporal. Could be corporal.
In the sheriff's department?
Some have those, yeah.
Okay, maybe he's corporal then. I got it wrong. Okay, because it says COL. Anyway, he just randomly starts bringing up about it being his birthday. He's older than this guy here, and then who's this guy? And then this whole encounter takes place. Now you'll also notice that Seagal's a bit standoffish at the start. He's a bit because he doesn't appreciate the disrespect.
Well, I noticed the guy's wearing gloves. Like Seagal's like, I ain't fucking touching him. You give him gloves, and I'm going to shake his hand.
Well, it could be the other way around. I don't want to touch that fat guy, that fat copper's hand.
Either way, it could have been a mutual thing. They both agreed. They don't want to touch each other.
That's right.
Steven.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Oh.
He's excited now.
I used to see you. I used to see you. You know, hook up. Boy, you got some good hands.
See, he's loving it by the end. Look, he just loves it. He's just happy. Everyone's happy. Everyone's
happy.
smiling.
That's a real smile. You can tell it doesn't look forced or fake in the slightest.
No, because they recognize him. He just wants the recognition. That's all he wants. And he's probably got 3 chins here. 1, 2, 3. He's only on 3. Okay, 3.
I love you, Steve.
Oh.
Oh, you're a big old man.
Yes.
Hey, you're a big old man. Yes, he is. He's a big old boy. Look at that. That is a beautiful silhouette right there. Profile shot. I love that. That's just magnificent.
That is good silhouette.
It's very majestic. I like to use the word majestic when describing Seagal.
It's the only word that fits.
Kind of like I'd describe a manatee as being majestic, though. So in similar vein.
You could just describe him as manatee. That works also.
Yeah, it does.
They're all
Or a
3 interchangeable.
Possibly a walrus.
I can see walrus. Yeah. So
all right,
if that guy's like a colonel, like he would be like one of the top people in the entire department. Like,
I don't think he is.
It's a very high rank. Like it's not someone who's going to be out there driving around.
Well, Seagal talks a lot of trash to him, so like there's a lot of giving orders, but then again, he gives pretty much everyone orders in this show. You're gonna have a field day when you finally get to it.
I'm sure they appreciate the guy that knows nothing bossing them around.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of the times he's always telling them what to do and what moves to say, and often he just repeats whatever the person on the radio says to everybody through his own radio.
Oh yeah.
Because he has to clarify what's going on. But yeah, we're transitioning out of police mode back into ancient samurai warrior Seagal mode, which is the one I prefer. Now, we're done playing with wooden swords. We're gonna show the real shit now. This is where shit gets real. All right, so just be prepared. All right, hold on to your panties.
The great warriors in Asia, particularly Japan, were not just people who were warriors. They were poets, they were healers,
That's
they
been
were
squished.
mystics.
What's that?
The aspect ratio, it's been squished to make him look thinner. You can tell how it looks kind of off.
Yeah. Well,
Squished.
they got, and also you noticed in a lot of his movies, everything's very dark. It's very similar in this show, other than when they're in the studio, like the actual police station. A lot of the time, it's quite dark because it's nighttime.
Yeah, he's got the dark side. Usually, it's the middle that's light, and there's dark above and below. Yeah, this time it's one side lit up, and the other side's all shadow.
Yeah, he's mastered the art of how to hide his fatness pretty well. Not perfectly, obviously, because
He's
it's
fat.
impossible.
Is he overweight?
Exactly. See, there you go. See,
Oh,
exactly.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you learned something new.
You do.
They really understood the art of being a warrior is really practicing the arts of war.
Okay.
All right. What do you practice the art of war to then do? Is it A, snatch everyone's birthday or motherfucking birthday, if you want to get technical?
Shit, now that's an option.
I can't. Yeah, I'm going to put in motherfucker there so you can't avoid it. B, say as much punani as possible once you know the art of war. C, you become the world leader finally, which is what we're going for here in Seagalism. Or D, it's for the purpose of stopping more. What's the purpose of learning more? Now, there's a few obvious answers that you want to say here, but you got to think about the fact that he's playing it up for the cameras. So there's just forget everything you might know in your heart of hearts about him, and just think about the role he's playing.
I mean, D is like the real answer. I know that's a saying. That's a phrase. Like, what is it? To secure peace is to prepare for war. I know that's a pretty famous saying. I don't know if that's.
Do you think that's what he wants, though, to stop war? Do you
No,
really think
but I do believe he likes copying other people's sayings. I do think he likes ripping people off.
All right, let's put that aside for 1 second.
Okay.
If he was going to do one, because that's probably the right answer. You're right, because he's obviously not going to reveal his true feelings on camera.
Yeah.
What do you think he truly wants?
He wants to snatch every motherfucker birthday.
So you think you think he'd like to do that over
That's
slaying
what he's
as much
thinking.
Panani?
Thinking, whoever he's looking at right now, those are the I'm gonna get your motherfucker birthday eyes.
Okay.
I've
What
seen
happens
those
if
eyes.
what happens if that's an 18-year-old female? Could it possibly be slay as much Panani as possible eyes as well?
So it's B followed by A. So he's gonna snatch her birthday after he slays her.
Okay. Not are you sure it's that order? He's not going to slay her. No? Okay. Because if he slays her first.
Well, it depends on how long she survives. How long till the
I'm
soul
just
leaves
saying,
her body.
We don't
That's
know
for
what
God
he's
to
into.
decide.
We don't know what he's into. I'm just saying we don't know which order he might do it in. He might snatch her birthday and then try and slay. You know, he might.
How much of a
anyway.
fight she puts up is going to determine that.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. There's a lot of
Exactly.
allegations around. We just don't know what he's into. But I have seen him enter a sex dungeon. I can't remember what movie it was, but he was walking through a sex dungeon in it. I do know that.
Yeah, be clear. These are, I don't know this for a fact. These are just accusations. I just heard he loves to murder women after he assaults them sexually.
Yes, correct. You allegedly.
Allegedly, it's his favorite thing to do. He does it all the time. That's why he fled to Russia. Allegedly.
Exactly.
Richie.
And also
All right.
Richie.
For the purpose of stopping war.
Yes. Big
And,
shit.
You know, the sword
He's going to rip someone off.
symbolizes the soul of a samurai
You know it. Of course, he's not going to come up with some original shit.
and the soul of any great warrior.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. Oh my God.
Now, obviously, to the human eye, that's you can't follow that shit. It's like watching Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball whatever.
Just
When
like
they
it.
get really,
I thought
Yeah,
I
when
was
they
watching Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, when they get when they get really good and they're flying around, you just can't follow it.
No,
This is
that-
exactly so. I thought, obviously, I'll slow it down for you, average run of the mill
Oh, good.
fuckers that don't
Thank God.
understand samurai shit like me.
They have to get those like super slow motion when they do like the 100,000 frames a second. Like when you see the bullet slowly going across, they need that for him, but obviously higher powered.
I did do that.
Okay.
I contacted NASA and they did give me some special software that they use to
Some
fake
sort of prototype, I think, if they're going to catch him in motion.
fake the moon landing. I use their software. So
Okay.
So here you get to see Seagal in action. Now, his sword work is great, but you also got to remember it's the facials that are impressive as well. So just keep an eye on the facials.
My favorite part.
Okay, so he loves to bite his lip. He does love that biting the lip.
Oh yeah,
look.
he does.
He does that with everything. One
So
slice.
you know he's taking it serious.
They replay it like 3 times. Looks like kickboxer. All right, bam. Look at that shit though. He's like straight through. These guys just look like they don't want to fucking be there at all. Especially this bloke here. He's half falling asleep already. I mean, and
Yeah, no, he gave up on life a long time ago. He's just counting
He
the
did.
days till his death.
Reassessing his life decisions right now.
The only issue with that is I have no idea what that is. I don't know if it's bamboo or what that's supposed to be.
Well,
it really makes
it's
it
funny-
hard to know how difficult this is supposed to be when I have no idea what he's even cutting.
It's funny you mentioned that, Sir Ice, because Seagal will clear all that up for you soon.
thank
Don't
God.
worry.
Good.
Don't worry. To the untrained eye, we don't know what we're saying, but he'll clarify everything very soon. After he's done slicing up in slow motion. All right. Bam.
Or this is just regular motion. What's slow motion to us?
Before you blink, you
Exactly.
lose your
He's
head.
so fast.
Before you blink, you could lose your head.
Before you
Oh, he
blink,
did the
you could
turn.
lose your head.
He did the
So you
sword
gotta-
turn.
It's the equivalent of the arm change with the pistol, right?
They're
Yeah,
both
I know how-
vital to do as often as possible.
I know
In
how much you
any
love that.
situation, just whenever you feel like it, just do the switcheroo.
I know how much you love the arm change with the rifle because it's authentic, right?
Well,
It's
he
what-
does it with the handguns too. That's the funniest part.
Yeah. He does it with everything because
Yeah.
he can.
Because
mean,
it's
just because
a
it-
smart thing to do.
Because it's just because it's not commonplace. Is it possible, right? Is it possible? Hear me out. That maybe just they can't do it. That's why they don't switch. But because he's good enough, he can. So he does. That's all I'm saying.
I
That's
100% believe he would say that as an excuse. And it is definitely one of the reasons is that nobody's good enough to be switching hands and then use their support hand that they're like Helen
Exactly.
Keller with trying to shoot with your left hand. For normal
Yes.
humans, that's insane and stupid because why would you do that? But for Seagal,
Yes.
that's normal shit. Yeah, he does it all
Yeah,
the time. It's easy.
Thank you. So if you're just a normal guy who's been going through like military training for years and years, you're possibly one of the best snipers in the world or best, riflemen in the world, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You'd struggle, right? You'd be stupid to use your offhand. But if someone was good enough to be an expert master shooter on both sides, then it wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, you probably don't want to be switching your hands while they're shooting at you. But if you're Seagal, it doesn't matter because you're not going to hit him anyways. You can just dodge the bullets.
All right. So to anyone that likes to mock Seagal about his gun work,
Can I laugh in your face?
exactly.
Yeah. It's like you don't want to run on the freeway, but if you're Seagal and you can run 75 miles an hour, just fucking do it. Who cares?
Well, run, roll, propel yourself. I think you were saying
He
here.
blurs
Propel
at
yourself.
75. Whatever's happening, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, at that point, once the mass starts moving, all
It's
bets are
slowing
off.
down. Let's get out of
All
the
bets
way.
are off.
I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Oh,
what's
this
happening.
guy's dead.
That's what's happening.
You could lose your arms, you could use your legs, you could get chopped
Got a little bit of sweat there on the forehead.
in half.
Boom.
That's how dangerous a samurai sword is.
By the way, I know he's not saying it wrong, but I just like the way he says samurai. He doesn't say samurai. It's a samurai.
Yeah, I hate it when people do that. When they go into this full-on accent of whatever they're saying, just don't. Just say it the way everyone else says it.
He says it every single time.
If he's in Japan speaking Japanese, fine, say it that way. But you look like a douche saying it to us.
Well, not when he's just speaking, normal English, American English.
Yes,
and then
people
he
that
just
don't speak Japanese.
samurai.
Yeah, it's annoying.
That's not sweat. That's glue from his wig. It could be.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so again, I want to slow it down because you have to see facials. Yes, beautiful.
Oh.
Now, it really doesn't look all that impressive when you can't see it so fast with all the editing because they just edit the shit out of it, right? They chop it up.
A bunch of frames out to make it faster.
So, yeah, and they go to a lot of like the Van Damme style, replaying it over and over again from different angles, as if that's going to make it cooler. It does with a helicopter kick, but not necessarily with this shit. But then
This may look easy to cut, but
yeah. So here we go. He's going to tell you now. You were judging him earlier, Mr. Space. Now you're going to find out.
this may look easy to cut, but it's not. It's very, very hard. These are reeds. This simulates a body. You ready? Where's the machete?
Now I don't know what bodies are made out of wood. You could argue which one's stronger and harder to cut through, but I imagine it would be harder to slice all the way through someone's torso and possibly arm than it would be to slice through that, or not. Don't know. Maybe
I have no idea what kind of wood that is, but yes, I would imagine bone can get pretty thick, so it can be very difficult to cut through human bone.
Well, this is bamboo apparently, because then he goes on to show us, and this I think is a bit of a dishonest demonstration, but I'll just play it so you can see. Well, slow motion. Sorry, slow motioning. Now, I just wanted to point out that it wasn't really a clean cut, right? I know I'm possibly nitpicking here, but when the samurai guys cut this shit, when I've seen the videos, they don't fray it. Yeah, it's just supposed to be a smooth cut. Now, call me shallow and pedantic, but
you are, yeah.
In the words of Peter Griffin, shallow and pedantic. But I'm just saying that he's not quite 100% there. I think he's like 95% of the way there. I'm putting it out there.
It seems like he should do something where people can have some sort of frame of reference, saying like this looks easy, but it's not, and then just doing it doesn't impress anyone.
Well, also exactly right, because we have no idea what an amateur person. He doesn't just get some guy off the street to cut it up first and fail miserably.
I've never tried this, so this could be easy. This could be hard. I have no idea, and just telling us it's hard doesn't make it hard.
Tatami mats, and what are tatami mats made of, Joker? Let me fill me in while we're watching this. Wow, dramatic. See, I don't know why we had to see that angle, but that's a dramatic angle, definitely from the bottom.
Oh, so that's a mat. And that's why it's rubber banded, because it's just a mat rolled up. Is that what I'm hearing?
Could be. I don't know. You said
I don't see how that makes it easier or harder, because I don't know anything about these mats.
Japanese dojo mats could be. Well, he says. I think he does tell us.
Let me show you how strong bamboo is.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that looks completely different than what you were just doing.
Yeah, correct. So I don't know if he's trying to say, because then he gets a samurai sword out and cuts it, right? But I don't know what point he's trying to make, because they're different blades, like a machete and a samurai sword. Not anyway. I'll play it first, so then we can discuss it. But then he pulls this out like a hot cock, and then he slices it. All right, cool. But I don't know what point he's trying to make, because I mean, first of all, they're holding it differently. The guy's holding it up and he's slicing on an angle, and
he's slicing a completely different angle.
Yeah. Secondly, a machete and a samurai sword, they're completely different weapons. Like, I know machetes are sharp, but a samurai sword, especially the ones he'd be using, would be specifically made to fucking slice the fuck out of shit, like real high quality shit.
Machetes they're also for like pushing and just also breaking off, because it is for clearing like leaves and shit just out of the way. But it's also, if it doesn't cut it, it's knocking it off. It's not just trying to do a clean cut. So yeah, it's a terrible, terrible comparison.
Yeah, and that's probably like a $3 machete, and he's got like $1,000 fucking samurai sword there, made of like the highest grade Japanese.
Oh, and he put a lot more effort into it. Can you go back? I don't know if you can go back to the machete. Because I feel like if you swing really hard with a machete, like you're really trying to break it, somebody's not going to hold on to it.
He wasn't really
Strong
giving it.
bamboos.
No. So one hand, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just giving it a half-ass kind of a hack. Let's
Yeah,
call
because
it.
if you're really trying to break it, like two hands, yeah, that guy's not going to hold on to the bamboo like that. It's either breaking if it's not cutting. It's just going to snap in half.
Well, even then, he's halfway through with his shitty half.
I know. He's
mustache
like, shit, I
thing.
got closer than... That was a close one. We almost had to redo this take.
Yeah. Okay, so... Yeah. Cool. Badass. Yeah.
But there had to be a lot of outtakes because it looks like he has to hit the part at the very top. I'm guessing it's a lot thinner in the inside, and that's
Could be. Notice,
he's
by the way,
getting-
he also flinches like he does with a gun. Watch. I missed it, but he flinches. I'm pretty sure he flinches.
I don't know if blowback is an issue. Like if little particles might come into your eye, and then you are supposed to do that. I don't know enough about fucking cutting bamboo like an idiot.
Maybe, possibly.
As you can see, cut through it a little different.
Yeah, because you fucking use it differently, dipshit.
Everything is different, so you're correct. This was very different in every possible way.
The real weapon is really the swordsman. And on the mind behind the sword is the real weapon.
All right. Why is the mind behind the sword the real weapon? Okay. Is it A, because he said so? B, ancient Japanese bullshit? C, the mind and knowledge is the real weapon? Or D, either way, he's making up shit to sound cool?
Well,
what are we thinking?
As someone who's seen his fair share of G.I. Joe cartoons, it's obviously C.
The mind and knowledge is the real weapon. Yeah, G.I. Joe was awesome, by the way, back in the day.
Hell yeah, it was. Still is.
The mind and knowledge is the real. What are we thinking? B, okay, ancient Japanese stuff. Yeah, that's a fair guess. There's likely Scotty's going with C. D, either way, is making up shit. Well, you can play it safe and just go with D. I mean, that's a pretty safe bet either way.
Well, yeah, that's also true.
Because he said so. I mean, that's always,
Well, he's always making shit up.
Well, he is, and this has no script, so this whole show is pretty much written by Steven Seagal, I would say.
Oh.
I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say there's no script. There is a script, but I'd say he'd have a lot of control, like more control over this than he's had over a lot of things, because this is literally Steven Seagal, Lawman.
Well, I don't see enough typos, so I don't know if he wrote this. Not
Well,
enough pictures.
There's a lot of him being praised as being awesome in the show. Now that might just be coincidental.
Could be, yeah. I'm sure that happens everywhere all the time.
I'd say that he's got some influence from his writing. But anyway, all right, let's see. Why is the mind behind the sword the real weapon?
Because the mind is what possesses the knowledge and the wisdom.
That's it. There you go.
Oh.
So the real weapon, because your mind possesses the knowledge and the wisdom, that's the real weapon.
So yes, the nervous system is controlled by the mind. Got it. Yeah, if you don't have a brain, you just fucking lay there on the ground, don't do nothing. He's right.
I mean, I'd argue that like I don't really care so much about the knowledge and wisdom of battle. If I've got a fucking gun in my hand, you can know everything you want to know about Japanese.
How are you
going to
send the signal to pull the trigger without your mind?
I don't. What do you mean? My mind? I don't need my mind. I just need my brain. I don't need my mind. I'm doing a Carl Pilkington now. My brain and my mind are not the same thing.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know we were separating brains from minds here. Damn, Seagal gets deep. All right, I wasn't expecting this level of deepness. Okay.
Are you familiar with Carl Pilkington by any chance?
Of course not, but
okay,
but
you haven't
I'm
heard
sure
of
I
him.
know it all. So good with
Okay, that's all right. It's all right. You're a Seagal. What's the word? Fan. So you've absorbed his ability to just know everything.
Well, yeah.
Instantly.
If you don't know anything, just tell everyone else that they're wrong, and then
I like it.
You win. It's the I win button.
Well, that's what made you Emperor of the what was it? Emperor of
God, Emperor of Mankind.
God, Emperor of Mankind. Very specific. What about womankind? Does that count as well?
No, fuck no, no. I take no responsibility for anything they do.
Some drugs and some women.
Okay,
There we go.
There we go. He hits the first two, and then they replay it again. So it's the same shit again. One. That's not me. That's them replaying it again. Okay. Then he cuts that one. Then they just replay it again. No, then he recuts them again.
That's amazing.
But that one's still got its top on though after he's cut him. So I don't understand how it's got its top on. It's not cut yet, right? It doesn't look cut yet, does it? Am I wrong?
The one in the back? No.
The one on the left here. Well, is it on the back or is it just on the left? Where is it? It's somewhere. So they're just replaying shit over and over again like a million times.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, he didn't cut any flat on the top.
Well, no, but what I mean is,
and that wisdom.
they all start with these things on top, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he cuts a bunch of shit a million times. All right. Bamity, bamity, bam. But then it's still got its fucking top on. So what the fuck did he just do?
Yeah, so he probably did his little sword thing where he, like the same thing he does with his knives, like for a while, and then they just threw this at the end as if this was at the very end of that.
So
yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, he definitely cut all of them so they're not flat on top. So this is a pre-cut one. 100% pre-cut.
Who does all the editing in this shit? Because it makes no sense. This is like an uncut one. That's like it's still in its original form.
Okay, relax. Whoever has to edit this, I feel so much pity for that person. They are given the shit job of the universe. Here's all the Seagal footage. Make him look cool. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what are you going to do? Like, good luck with that.
It would be, well, I mean, I made a whole fun little series about Seagal being in Lawman. So there's plenty of gold there. There's plenty. I could only imagine the footage they didn't put in that we could find useful, very useful.
I mean, this had to be Seagal's idea. There's nobody who was like, you know what people want? People want to watch you cutting a bunch of mats with a samurai sword. That's what people want to see. He had to force this in there.
Well, in every episode, there's always this little mid scene where they break to do human stuff to show the people outside of. So sometimes he'll be fixing up a home after a hurricane.
Sounds like him, yeah.
Yeah, which by the way, on the episode where he goes to someone's house, the kid who was one of the kids who was there, he was dating the girl of the family. He messaged me and told me that he was there the day Seagal went, and he basically just rocked up for like 5 minutes, said some shit, and then ended up fucking off. And they did a few takes, and they told him what to say and stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Wow, 5 minutes. He must have been in a generous mood. Give him that kind of time.
A lot longer than I thought. But he digs a little bit for like 20 seconds in the garden to make it look like he's doing shit. And humanitarian stuff, humanitarian stuff.
Oh, I bet that was before. Most of it was before the cameras got there. He didn't even know the cameras were coming. He was just helping. He was just working his ass off. And word got around, and then the camera showed up.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's what I choose to believe.
There was a big crowd there. That they all came to see this beautiful specimen.
Yeah, and that wasn't the house he started on. He had already done like 12 to 15 houses and finished the entire thing. And they just caught him in the middle of that one.
Well, the thing is, he was away when Hurricane whatever happened, and they called him specifically to come down. So he was he was necessary to bring the town back to water, basically.
Who do you think stopped the hurricane?
Little known fact, actually. People don't know that Seagal basically saved what is it, Katrina?
Yes.
Whatever they had.
Well, that was the name of the hurricane. Did he save Katrina? Yeah, he saved Katrina. They're going to stop the hurricane. He made sure that
saved the hurricane from
people. Everyone's shit.
Well, it got a bad reputation after that. So
yeah,
he was.
I mean,
and he's not going to
helping
stand
rehab
for
the image of Katrina. Katrina has such a bad name. Seagal's name's a little worse right now. He's caused a lot more damage, but Katrina's close.
Do you think? Here's a question for you. Do you think, and you can have time to think about this, that Seagal was ever on Epstein Island?
Oh, it depends on how far back that goes. If it was after 94, then no. If that stuff was going on before 94, then if he had any opportunity, then 100%. Like if he wasn't there, it's because he couldn't get a hold of Epstein or he didn't know about it. But he would 100% be all about that.
Seagal was Epstein. Do you think he ever went to a Diddy party?
No.
That could be possible.
They would never
in the 90s. You don't reckon?
I don't think Diddy parties probably started until more recent. I want to say mid to late 90s when he started getting super popular. So I could be wrong. Do you have information on this? I haven't paid too much attention to that whole thing.
Well, I mean, I just want to show you a few images just to solidify that he probably did go to a Diddy party because
Oh, is he with
he was
Diddy?
well. He was well. No, he was well respected in the black community. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm just showing you. I mean, he was just well respected within the black community. Here he is hanging out with his homies, who all hated him.
Guarantee this was promo for Exit Wounds, since I know DMX and the other guy were in Exit Wounds.
Okay, you can say that. You can say that. That's fair.
I think all three of those black guys were in Exit Wounds.
They were. What do you say? What do you say about this though?
Is that
Fist pumping? Is that
Marked
Will I
for
Am
Death?
or whatever? Is that Wyclef? Wyclef, is it?
Oh, no, it's
Or
too
Will
late.
I Am?
Oh,
One of
that
them.
looks like Wyclef. I don't know.
See,
I
I'm
was
just saying,
thinking it was Marked for Death, but yeah, look at it. Look at Seagal. Look how fat he is.
Who the
He wasn't
fuck's
quite
Mark?
that fat yet.
Who's the other guy? Who'd you say?
Wyclef?
I think said Mark. Okay, yeah. Is it, so that's probably Wyclef. Yeah.
No,
Is it-
Marked for Death. The whatever his name was. For
Oh,
Marked
the
for Death.
movie.
The
Oh,
Jamaican
Mark for
guy.
Death, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not him.
This image is aptly titled "Steven thinks he is black."
Oh, he's talking about the other guy. Steven thinks the other guy's black because we know Steven's black, so he
Yeah.
thinks that guy's black.
He's not sure. He's only comparing dick sizes, and Seagal wins, so he's not sure. Anyway,
That's why I did the fist bump. He was testing to see how black he was with the fist bump.
yeah. All right, so he chopped some shit.
Okay. Up chop.
2. Okay, I guess that's okay. Yep. Okay. Yes. Impressive. Yes. Bam. Bam.
He does that in True Justice.
The sword slicing.
It's in like the intro to the show. I don't think he ever does it. I'm not sure if he actually does it in the show, but there's like a slow motion of him doing that. He must really be in love with that.
Well, there is videos of people cutting these things, and apparently, if you don't know how to cut properly, you can't cut through it. But I don't know if they're hitting the same thing that he's hitting.
It's probably more of an angle thing. You have to come down at that angle.
You do, I guess you do at a certain strike angle, but I wouldn't go so far as to say that he's the master per se. But he is in this case.
Sword and the philosophy of sword is applicable today. It's something that I believe in as my path. The path of, perfecting the arts of war in order to stop war.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you, Sensei. The man's just a beast. All right, so that was season 2, episode 2 of Lawman. I've got the whole season. I obtained it legitimately, of course. So I have the whole
Obviously.
of season. I have the whole of season 2 now legitimately.
The hard part of that is just finding it not sold out everywhere.
Correct. It is difficult to get hold. Even the streaming sites. I mean, it just crashes as soon as I try and stream stuff because there's so much demand for it.
Yeah.
So it's almost impossible. Now I'm just gonna play a little. I made a little compilation of Seagal. I've got a bunch of compilations of Seagal actually. This is my mega folder of Seagal shit, right? Which is now in total. It's not all Seagal shit. But it's mainly pertaining to Seagal shit. It's got to be close to about 500 gigabytes now.
Okay, so you just started this. This must be new. If it's only
this is new. Okay. I remember when I first had this, and it was like 70 gig when I was still in Australia, and now I'm like fucking. But I've even got a JCVD folder. But I did recently just do a new compilation about Seagal's greatness.
Okay.
I thought we might
I figured that would be 800 to 900 gigs just by itself.
Well, you can't cram it all into one one video.
You would overload people. Yeah, they can't handle that.
Honestly, if I were to put every single Seagal compilation, I mean, even just, I'll give you an example of what I mean. Where are we? Okay, so even just this, okay. By the way, it took me a fair while to edit this shit and get all the knows, but
I understand. The editing is so much longer than it seems.
But yeah, people don't realize to get 33 seconds worth of this fuckwit saying, you know how much, yeah.
You have to watch the entire. You have to watch the entire interview probably 500 times total to catch every single one.
Well, I mean, not that bad, but it's just more about catching every single and editing everything else out is a more annoying thing. Now, luckily for me, he says a lot. I didn't actually include every single from the interviews. If I did, This actually, I'm telling you the truth. I didn't actually include all the from the interview. I just got a decent chunk from each one, and then moved on to the next one. And this is just from 3 interviews. 3 or 4 interviews. So you get the general gist of it. There's a lot of going on.
Always he has the smallest little shoulders.
Yeah, he doesn't do any weights. That's why I say he's got like the grimace physique. He's got a grimace physique where he just goes down, and then again, have you seen him recently or not? Like really recently?
Yeah, no, it's when he wears the muumuus, it sticks out a lot more.
So this is his most recent. I don't know how early you were in the stream, but this is his most recent outing. Okay.
I wonder if they know who he is, or if it's just because there's a guy with the camera. Like, it's got to be somebody. Let's shake his hand.
Okay, this is where he's looking really fat. I don't know. Is this the one? No, this is the one here. This is where he's looking really
What
fat.
was Steven Seagal doing at Kiyosei's funeral?
So this is him just waddling along somewhere in Russia because someone died recently, and he's at a funeral. Some Russian TV presenter. But there's just one little passage of him. There we go, right there.
I like it. Wow.
I mean, he just looks like. I mean, obviously he's wearing all the tablecloths, but that's all he
really
generally
gets really pointy there.
What's that?
It's like his stomach gets really pointy there. It's not just like fat up down. It's one of those ones that stick out. You can see the shape like he's pregnant. It's got like the pregnant shape.
Yeah. It's got some firmness to it. It's not a soft belly. It's a firm belly, I'd say.
It have liver problems.
He's very angry all the time now, and I don't know if it could be because of the weight. But every photo, every video I see of him, he looks like such a miserable motherfucker right now, which is sad to see because he's brought so much joy to everybody that I just don't feel it's fair that
maybe that's why he's given all his joy to the world, so he has none left for himself. He's that selfless.
But this is where he's at now, and it's a shame to see. Unfortunately, I mean he's still getting young trim as we see there. We saw this earlier. He's still getting young trim, but and his hair looks different from different angles, which is amazing.
AI? Is that a real person?
Who's she? What are you talking about? That's just his standard Tuesday afternoon.
Looks there's definitely a lot of filter or an extreme amount of makeup.
There's a filter on this for sure. Someone's put a filter.
Look at his face and all the shit all over it, and then hers is just like perfectly smooth. Like,
that's probably makeup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like her face looks almost cartoonish.
I understand why you're saying it looks AI. I just assumed you were saying that because she was too ugly for him, so they had to,
Well, I'm thinking more like some AI filter to get rid of anything, and only on her because you see all the bumps and cracks and nastiness in his skin, and she just has nothing.
Well, she's 19. She could, even though her chest, by the way, looks a bit red and shit, but her face looks flawless. So I get your point. It's a very valid point.
Face, so probably is makeup.
Well, look, her chest and shit looks red, but her face looks nice.
Yeah, so usually, like, you'd see that when HD first came out, like the newscasters, they'd have like the pristine faces and just fucking look like turkeys from the neck down.
So this tells me that she took this photo or posted this photo because she's filtered up nicely and she's left Seagal looking like
yes,
au natural, let's call it.
Yes,
au natural. Anyway, again, poor fellow's looking quite portly. All right, what time is it? 1 sec. We're just gonna have a quick squeeze.
Oh, he doesn't have pockets on that.
Hey, what? No, he doesn't. That's why he's holding his phone. He's normally got a lackey or his wife hanging around. Okay, anyway, we're gonna watch a quick compilation, and then we might just finish up. We're coming up to 2 hours and 10 minutes. All right, now 1 sec. Where am I? Here we go. This is my most recent upload. I did do an autobiography of Seagal, which is doing all right considering it's a Seagal video.
You did an autobiography of Seagal? That's
autobiography, yeah. So I won't play it all, but I'll just give you a brief
That's
little
impressive.
sniff. Well, I'll just play a little bit so you can hear it, and then where did I put it? Oh, here we go.
A man as talented as he is, I think could do most anything that he decides he wants to do.
I didn't choose this life; it chose me. Yes, I knew I was destined for greatness, but
So as you can see, he's narrating his own story.
I would never expect
That's an autobiography.
so many
Correct. So anyway, it just goes through his life.
coming from such humble beginnings. God is
Using his own words. A lot of it is actually his clips.
kind to me.
You just take someone's camera to take a picture of the sky.
Well, I mean, that was Buddhists. They were giving him a camera to be blessed, I assume. This is at some Buddhist ceremony where he was being told how awesome he was.
Okay, makes sense.
Back in 1997. This is some rare footage of Seagal. Like I said, I've got a lot of footage of Seagal.
That's mostly what Buddhists talk about, is how awesome Seagal is, whether he's there or not.
Except for people like Richard Gere, who are just jealous. Richard Gere's not a fan of.
He's definitely jealous.
He had to go at Seagal apparently for just buying his way into Buddhism, as if that fuckwit can talk anyway. I mean,
yeah, he does things with gerbils.
Put a gerbil up. Exactly right. Put a gerbil up his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who started. I wonder who started that. Could have been Seagal actually. After Richard Gere said what he said, it could have been Seagal. Anyway,
I think it predates that. I think that's been around longer than us.
One of those rumors, eh?
Yeah.
We had one about an Australian celebrity as well. She apparently did something similar. I won't say what, but something to do with.
Was it not a gerbil?
Not a gerbil, but something to do with the front end, sticking something in there. All right. Where's
Never happened in America.
No.
No.
Nothing like that ever happens.
Nope.
Only
here are 100% pure.
Only in Australia.
Only in Australia. That's where the freaks go.
All right, now 1 second. I'm just gonna find out where the fuck I put it. Oh, here we go. So this is just a little bit compilation I called for 3 minutes of Steven Seagal being better than you. 10 years later, fucked a whole battalion. I remember I remember Tanya Zayeda. Yeah, she was all right back in the day. This is just an Australian thing. Sorry, off topic. But yeah, she was hot back in the day. All right, anyway, do you know what he's about to say? You've probably seen this clip before.
I don't.
No, you haven't seen this?
I probably have, but I don't.
You can't remember. Okay. Well, I'm concerned about your dedication to Seagal now, but okay.
I gotta study, yeah.
I'm a little bit Asian and was raised over there, and
we call in Chinese Bahui.
I'm a Russian Mongol, and I'm Russian.
Shutka.
I'm a musician, as you know.
I've been down the road before.
I don't know if you know this, but he's a bit of a musical god, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Everyone knows that. International superstar.
By the way, what do you think he's actually saying here in this? Have you heard this part of the song before? Him sing this song before? Or?
No.
Okay.
You know?
I've been down the road before.
Yeah, barbecue been that road before?
Something about tender tickle barbecues. I've been down that road before.
Tickle barbecues?
I tend to tickle barbecues.
Oh, I tend.
No, you don't reckon he tickles barbecue? He might tickle barbecues with his mouth.
You know?
I've been down the road before.
I believe it.
Once there was a king who lived in a foreign land.
I'm Russian. My family are from Vladivostok and Belarus, and Vladimir Putin.
Хорошо.
I'm Russian. Okay. I'm Russian.
By the way, that was the most recent clip of him in stating that he's doesn't go to America anymore and he's Russian now. He's Russian. That was about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. He said that.
That's not usually a good sign when they
He's
go
fully
somewhere
committed.
without an extradition treaty. Yeah, that's always a good sign.
He's fully committed though now. He's fully committed. Like there's no coming back now.
He can't.
Tenders dipped in barbecue. Tenders dipped in barbecue. I've been down the road before. I don't know what that means either, though. I mean, that sounds good. Tenders dipped in barbecue.
I'm pretty sure it's a food thing.
It could be a foodie thing. I just don't understand it. But anyway,
yeah, chicken tenders dipped in barbecue. He's done that many times before.
Tenders dipped it. Yeah, well, yeah. That sounds pretty tasty, actually.
I think you're trying to make it deeper than it really is. It's Seagal. It's very surface level. He's literally singing about chicken nuggets.
Riches and gold, the envy of every man.
Love him fighting kids.
Hey?
Him fighting those kids, that was probably a real smile because he was beating the shell kids.
Yeah, well, I think they were just letting him win. I think they were probably. This is in Thailand. This was filmed,
Oh,
so
they
those
felt
kids
bad
could
for
probably.
him.
This kid could probably fuck him up. They're probably Muay Thai kids. So they'd probably fuck him up legitimately.
Oh, they're just toying with him.
If they just leg kick Seagal, he's going down like a bag of shit with his Aikido skills. That's what's
the only way
happening.
he goes down.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, he also said that he gets people to the ground quicker with his humor than he does with his I don't know if I told you that already, but he gets people to the ground quicker with his humor than he does his martial arts. So
Technically true.
you've been
Technically
warned.
true.
You've been warned. Have you seen Cock Puncher? You've obviously seen Cock Puncher,
Seen
right?
Cock Puncher.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing he's done, you know, in terms of
I think
humorous.
it's undeniable. Yes.
All right, so this song, I don't know if you've heard this song, by the way. He's essentially just wrote these lyrics about himself.
Okay, it sounds like him.
Have you heard his album or not?
I've heard some snippets from some songs. I have not listened to his full album.
It's okay, but you've heard like "Talk to My Ass," "Alligator Ass,"
Heard Alligator Ask. Yeah, I want the Punani, things like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Touching Punani, obviously Strut. You obviously know Strut. Everyone knows. Yeah, everyone knows Strut. The envy of every man. He's the envy of every man. Just so you know, he's just telling you straight out.
Facts.
Straight out.
I got a lot of money.
Lightning
Good
bolt.
to you, isn't it? And guess what?
Lightning bolt.
What's gonna happen to you if you drank lightning bolt?
Now, have you seen the lightning bolt? The whole thing? I'm
Yes.
assuming you've
Yes.
seen the commercial.
Yes.
Brilliant, right? How did it? I mean, you can still buy cans. Apparently, I don't know if they're
I think
legit.
they're collector items. Like they haven't been made for many years, so they could be not legit, or they're just people bought them, never drink them, and they're collector items. How ridiculous they are.
I think at some point, you know, it might be. I would possibly take that risk 20 years later, crack it open, and just drink it.
Do you remember when Amazon?
Uh-huh.
They had those people would. There's kind of an early-ish internet thing with the Amazon where they would have those joke reviews, where people there'd be a bunch of reviews that were just people making jokes. They were
Okay,
just-
no, I don't remember, but yeah.
His energy drink was one of them. Or people would just
really?
go over the top, ridiculous with the reviews, how it changed their life, and there was like a whole thing where there was these things that would just get a whole bunch of people just doing these ridiculous satirical reviews, and his energy drink was one of them.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a classy choice by them to use his energy drink. Apparently, it tasted pretty shitty anyway.
Yeah, it was just random things. There was like some sort of milk jug or like just a gallon of milk from somewhere that people like how it changed their lives, brought them a wife and husband closer together, just like insane, ridiculous things. Lightning bolt was one of like the three big ones.
Well, obviously, people didn't appreciate the Tibetan goji berries that come in lightning bolt because they're fucking stupid. I mean,
well,
if you don't understand,
he traveled through all of Asia to find the very best herbs to
only the best Tibetan goji berries for his drinks.
Yes.
And he slept with a lot of young Tibetan women to get to those berries. So I think we
That's
can
how
appreciate
it works. Yes, no, that's their way in Tibet.
I think we should appreciate it. But a great product, by the way. He also had something else that didn't actually end up going to launch. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a vitamin or something, or some kind of powder. I can't remember. I forgot now. It was a long time ago. But this wasn't
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, some kind of powder or vitamin or some shit. He don't forget, he's obviously into that whole, you know, Chinese medicine, spiritual.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he had a big phase with that.
Don't you remember the ground deer penis? You know, Glimmer Man. He was given to.
Yeah, well, attrition. That's what he does. It's his career.
Yeah, that's right. He was a doctor in that, healing people with his natural medicines.
Even the Patriot. That's how they cured the huge virus that was killing everybody. It was fucking flowers.
Magic. Was it actually, you know what? Before we continue, while we've got you here, I've always wanted to ask to see what you think about these things. This is kind of off topic. You've listened to plenty of Seagal movies, so you know when he's mumbling stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you might be able to understand a bit more than the average person what he's saying. So
okay,
there's three things I want to play here. I just want to know what your thoughts are on them. All right. Okay. This one's a little easier. I'm going to go from easiest to hardest.
It's nice to know you're still ethical masculine.
All right, now that one's pretty easy, right? What do you think he says there?
Nice to know you're still out there. That's good.
It's nice to know you're still ethical masculine. It's nice to know you're still ethical masculine.
There's one word like in the middle I'm not getting, but it's like
so it ends up being it's nice to know you're still ethical. That's good, right? You did better than I did. I thought it was it's nice to know you're still after Kaleska, right? That's what I thought he said.
Yeah, the ethical part I cannot gather, but yeah.
Okay, so mind you, these are going to get harder, yeah. So just keep that in mind.
Oh man, that was already my limit, but we'll see what I got.
That was the easy one. Now I just want to really know what he says, what it's called.
This is called Rosability Loans. This is called rosability.
Now, my interpretation, Mr. Ice, is this is called rosability. Now, what are you saying it is?
So I think you're right. I think he tries to go into French and do the whole like he was doing with the samurai. Like he's trying to do it as a French person would say it. And so I have no fucking idea what he's saying with that. But I think it's
an
something
actual name
French.
of a plant.
Well, I think whatever he's saying is in French.
But do you think he's saying like a plant name, or is just
It
trying
should
to?
be a plant. It should be. It should be some sort of whatever that flower is.
This is called rosability.
But it doesn't all sound French. It sounds like he's saying rosability and he goes French at the end. You know, like.
This is
Hold on, one more time. Just.
This is rosability. Rosability.
Yeah, you know,
I mean, he could be saying like this is, and then does he say something after that? Maybe, but I hear like this is this is. That's what I hear.
Okay. So
Are there subtitles?
Benefit of the doubt. No, it didn't say anything in the subtitles. From this video I got was like Arabic or some shit subtitles. So legitimately obtained, of course. But now one more. Now this one, I get some of it, but I just can't really decipher what the fuck he's saying.
Without Martins are also very, very beautiful. So
now what I hear is without Martins they're also very, very beautiful.
Without Martins are also very, very beautiful. So
for without Martins they're also very, very beautiful.
Without Martins are also very, very beautiful. So
I just can't for the life of me. You got
the
anything?
first part of whether it's also from Martins, if he's even saying Martins, but yeah, I same with me. I pick it up after the word Martins. It's unclear if he's saying a name, a place, or just words that don't make sense or sound like words.
Okay, so it sounds like he's saying something about Martins. I get the Martins bit, and then I just lose it, and then he loses me after that. But anyway, okay, so I'm glad we're on the same page, and we both know. So none of that really you could get first go though. None of that you could get on first.
I think
hearing.
the first one. Oh yeah, I didn't get the ethical part though. Yeah, so no.
You got some of the first one. You got You don't know what rosability is.
That has to be French because we don't use those sounds in English. So it has to be French.
Yeah, but
not English.
You're assuming it's French. That just might have been like just fat caught in his throat, and he was just.
They're like no second takes. Just go with it.
You know, like cats have mothballs. He has like fat balls in his throat.
No, I'm on board. I'm on board. That is more likely. I give you that.
All right.
I'm a writer too, and
finally, Steven Seagal emerges from one of the other anterooms. I just read the greatest script I've ever read in my life. He goes, really? Who wrote it? I did.
I mean, I am the king of improv.
Have you seen that script?
Yes. It was what's his shit? It was Attack Force. Clearly, it was Attack Force. It was the greatest.
No, it was one that. It was one that never got created. Somebody sent it to me at some point.
Was are you being serious? I thought you were joking.
No,
I thought it was just talking about Above the Law or some shit, or that would have been 90s actually. I thought maybe like Under Siege or okay.
No,
what was the movie called?
I could look it up. It's essentially like a mafia family thing, and he's a member of the mafia family. I haven't actually read the whole thing, but somebody said because they sold it on eBay, and somebody bought it and like scanned it and sent it to me.
Was the name of the unmade Steven Seagal movie that he wrote himself and was okay? That was it.
See if I can look at my email.
And was purported to be the greatest script ever by himself.
It was fairly early on in his career.
Prince of Pistols?
No.
Does that sound right?
No.
Not at all.
No, it's a mafia one. Let me see if I can.
Others include Man of Honor, The Perfect Weapon,
Man of Honor. That's it.
Okay, Man of Honor, Smoking Aces, and Seven Thieves. Okay,
well, Smoking Aces is a real movie. I don't know about Seven Thieves. Oh, Seven Thieves was. What's his name? The Michael Davis, the guy from Shoot 'Em Up, tried to get a Seagal thing made.
Clive Owen?
No, the director. He
Oh,
like made up a whole Seagal thing where there's a bunch of different Steven Seagals, the different versions of him, and it was going to be like I think it was going to be a TV show. It's like seven Steven Seagals that would work together to like fight crime and solve mysteries.
that's like Michael. What's it called? Jan Michael Vincent's. We just need a Steven Seagal in each quadrant. Like you remember, from Rick and Morty. Jan Michael Vincent in Quadrant A. Jan Michael Vincent.
I've seen the first 2 seasons. I don't recall any of that. If that was in the first couple.
Interdimensional TV, man. Interdimensional,
Yeah,
whatever
I know the
TV.
interdimensional cable when they flip the channels and it's all the crazy shit.
Jan Michael Vincent. Anyway, did you know, by the way, that Steven Seagal was the king of improv? Were you aware of this? Because you've probably heard it, but not from his own mouth, right?
That's how his movies. They're just he goes out there and talks for 90 minutes.
Well, he admits it here on camera.
I mean, I am the king of improv, if you'll forgive my saying so.
I do not forgive you. Do not.
He improvised this line right here.
Because now
I mean, he must have. No one could have actually written this shit.
I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
So you must have cut a lot out.
Yeah, yeah, I did. Because they're gonna get copyright flag for his fucking
That's the whole thing. The reason I believe that's improv is because there's like 8 seconds where he just
That's
stares
what I
at
mean.
the camera awkwardly.
The
That's
8
why I believe
seconds
that's improv.
The 8 seconds of silence. There's one more. I don't know if you've ever seen. You've seen. I think it's the end of. You would have removed or reviewed it because I've seen it. But there's another scene where I can't remember what the movie's called. But he sits in a restaurant with this lady he's going to buy guns from, and the conversation they have makes no sense because it was just ridiculously edited. I wish I could remember what it was now. But,
Beyond the Law, the recent one, the most recent one. The lady looks like she's got a lot of stuff done to her face.
No, but sorry, no, I don't think so. By the way, yes, Big Lips. Yeah, it could have been Today You Die or some shit, or Beyond the Law. I can't remember. Maybe Beyond the Law. I can't remember. Anyway, by the way, you know he's making a new movie right now, right? You're aware of this?
Rumor. I've heard the rumor.
It's not a rumor. It's true. I've seen the press conference. I've seen the digitally faked T-shirts where they
You can't fake a T-shirt.
Well,
I mean, by rumor, I don't mean that it's made up. I mean, a lot of these go into pre-production that never actually get made.
No, but they don't have press conferences and shit about it, and then just put Seagal all over it.
And when this guy discovers Star Wars, he's gonna be
Look,
upset.
all I'm telling you right now is that this T-shirt here, these images here, are not just that logo superimposed through Photoshop. They are definitely real T-shirts that have been created.
I find that hard to believe if Seagal's wearing one.
Right there, see? That is definitely not put onto his kimono, whatever the fuck he's wearing. And this guy, by the way, he's a bit of a badass. I looked him up. His name's Ron Smorenberg. He's a Dutch kickboxer. He was in a Jackie Chan movie back in the 80s and some other shit.
So
he's got a bit of Van Damme's stretchability going on.
Oh, so is it going to be about him and then Seagal shows up and like punches him once at the end and Seagal's the hero? So give me one of those where he shows up for 45 seconds total.
Pretty much this guy will do most of the fighting and Seagal will do most of the
sitting, most of the
sitting, yeah. A little bit of talking. But they're coming. By the way, it's also got Tong Po. He's making a comeback too.
Oh yeah, Tong Po. He's
in it. Michael Kissy or whatever his name is. That guy's coming to play someone. But these guys are hunting down Seagal, who's the last member of fucking Order of the Dragon, obviously. But we'll see.
Stake out at the buffets.
There's no footage yet, but I'm hoping that there'll be some behind the scenes stuff coming soon, very soon. I hope. We'll see. We'll get sidetracked anyway.
Yeah, I am a Lama, I'm a Tuku, I'm a Rinpoche, and I have studied Buddhism and Zen my whole life.
And so the Dalai Lama made him a deity. Wow. A god. He was Steven Seagal. Now Steven Seagal. Now he's Steven Seagal, the god, the deity from the Dalai Lama.
I'm a fighter. I fought all my life.
The first couple of years, people
wow.
He's a fighter, by the way. I don't know if you know this. There's a lot of evidence of him actually
really
having. No, not at all. But from him there is a lot of evidence from him, I should say, about him being in battles with the Yakuza and challenging fighters to underground, no holds barred, no camera tournaments.
Oh, is it like Dukes from Bloodsport? All these really super real stories of have like 64 round tournaments that would take quintillion people to even fill out the roster for.
Hold on, are you telling me that he doesn't hold the record for the fastest punch and fastest kick ever?
I would never lie about something. Obviously he does. Obviously, because I love how they do one in miles per hour and the other in like seconds.
I'm not sure how they measure that anyway back in the 80s, but I'm sure they had.
You can do math. Technology. I mean, it's just however fast it is, and then you divide by the distance. It's just weird that they give you completely two different ways of tracking the speed of punches versus kicks. Kicks are different than punches. We all know this.
Well, for the average person, not if you're a keto master.
Well, yeah, there's no timing mechanism that can catch Steven Seagal.
No,
Light is too slow for him.
First couple
let's just finish off his greatness.
years, people did come from all over Japan, as I said, to challenge me. And when they would show up when I was in the middle of teaching a class, I would be especially as violent and ruthless as I could be.
I believe that part.
I mean, the guy's training champions. I mean, Machida had no idea what he was doing. Lyoto Machida, karate black belt and champion, had no idea what he was doing until Seagal came along.
They're holding back the laughter from watching those kicks.
Well, it's not only the kicks; it's the sound effects that come with it.
The kicks are funny too.
That's him. I didn't add that in, by the way. That's just all 100% him.
I believe that. I mean, he gives such a long tell for his slow, low kicks. And I love he's slapping his shoulder. That's how you do it. Everything about that's 100% perfect form. If they got hit with that, they'd be dead.
Well, he does show these guys about it. Also, I don't know if you've seen this, but this guy's a karate guy who went and trained with Seagal a few years back. And Seagal did teach him some of his deadly techniques that he hasn't taught anybody.
Oh, damn.
Also, his hands on belly. He actually says his hands on belly stance is his
Is it the go for the throat?
Yeah, you've seen that part, yeah. Okay, so you're familiar with this. You're familiar with Seagal's teachings.
Yes.
Good.
Go for the nuts and go for the throat.
Well, because otherwise, you know what's going to happen. This will happen.
They'll come to your dojo or your house and say, "It's on right now. One of us is going to live and one of us is going to die."
I'm trying to pass down some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter.
This is actually, I think, one of your clips, by the way. That I stole
Conviction. That's a good one for that.
Seagal.
What's that?
It's a good one for the shooting. The one at the end with the shotgun is even better, where it's just bouncing everywhere and he's trying to hold on to it.
Well, I just like I like the eyes closed here though. But he does it almost in every, in pretty much every movie he closes his eyes. Now I don't understand why, because when he's shooting the gun, it's not making any noise or doing anything, is it?
It is. The blanks though are a lot less. They're a lot quieter and they don't recoil nearly as much as real bullets. So it does make a noise, but he is also being a giant pussy.
So he still does do bang 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 noises, like it still does make bang bang noises and shit when he's shooting it.
It's like a cap gun though, not like an actual gun.
Okay, so he's just a bitch. All right.
Yeah.
Seagal is here.
Is that his sound effects?
And now you can call him.
What's that?
Is that his sound effects? His mouth? That sounds like he probably I like it.
It was his sound effects. I'll see if I can quickly find. There we go. I'll see if I can quickly find before I forget. I think this might be a handy sound effect to use in one of your videos.
And I pulled out my gun and marksman could beat you, and I said, "Shoot."
Here we go.
And I pulled out my gun and I went, "Doom, doom, doom." I shot and.
So you might want to, if you want me to clip that for you, if you want me to clip that for you and send it to you, and then you can use it in your Seagal clips for audio. Dung dung dung. Let me know. But that was him. I didn't edit that. That was all Big Boy himself saying that shit.
My gun and I went, "Doom, doom, doom."
And that's just quality to me. Dung dung dung.
That's what the true masters call the true marksmanship shooting masters. The dung dung dung. That's what they say.
I always thought it was pew 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 pew, but I was clearly wrong.
No, you're
the
wrong.
Dung dung dung. It is
the dung dung dung.
I used to call him the detonator because he had this habit of just shooting shit, and I don't know how bombs work. But I don't know if you can just shoot through like control mechanism like that and everything explodes. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that.
For C4, absolutely not. You cannot just shoot C4 and have it explode.
Detonator.
Let me tack up.
Am I an idiot that, doesn't know anything? Well, yeah, I mean,
For Woodall Martins are also very, very good.
Yeah, nobody in the comments could tell me what it is either. Nobody knows.
So I'm just a simple country boy trying.
And when I asked, by the way, I use Premiere Pro for my editing, right? And I've got a text to speech or speech to text fucking caption attachment, whatever the fuck you call it. I obtained all this legitimately, obviously, as everything is done in this world. And even it said Warren instead of it said Instead of Martin, it said something like Marvin or something instead. So it
Okay.
has no idea what the fuck he says either. It says for Marvin, blah blah, very very beautiful. So that nobody knows. Not even
And
AI can work it out.
Have you seen the rest of the clip? Like, we know he's speaking English because I'm just looking at the writing behind him.
It's yeah. No, he doesn't speak Russian.
He doesn't speak Russian.
He speaks fuck all Russian. No, he speaks fuck all. I mean, I reckon I might speak as much Russian as him just watching him like his shitty movies.
Wow, for someone who's 1,000,000% Russian, that's surprising.
Well, the thing is, he's 900% Russian, and then the other like 1,000 million billion% is Russian Mongol. That's where.
Oh.
And then there's the other part of him that's from Vladivostok in Belarus. So he's part Belarusian Russian, which is a non-existent. Like it's exclusive to his bloodline. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's the only one.
Yeah, because I didn't know how far away they were. I knew that Vladivostok wasn't in Belarus, but I didn't know it was like I don't know something like 5,000 miles away or some shit. So it's not even, isn't it? I thought it was like a shitload away. I thought
I don't know where either of those places are, much less how they compare to each other.
They're very far. They're very, very far. They're nowhere near each other, but somehow he thinks it's in the same area because he's a genius.
Obviously. Well, for him and his family, he can just run there 20 minutes.
Japanese he does speak, though. I'll give him that. I don't know how well.
I don't know how well, but I mean, he lived there for quite a while when he was younger, so I do believe that.
Well, I've got footage of him speaking in Japanese back in the day. I'd say probably maybe early 2000s, late 90s. And I've got footage of him speaking Japanese when he went to visit his old master back in town, or some old fucker back in Okinawa, Japan. He was speaking a bit of Japanese. So I think he speaks Japanese better than he speaks English, if I'm being honest, if I had to take a punt.
Well, didn't he go there when he was 17 and he stayed there for many years? So it's easier to learn languages the younger you are. So I do believe he speaks decent Japanese, if not great Japanese.
This is true. All right, anyway, let's finish this bad boy off and call it.
Very beautiful. So I'm just a simple country boy trying to put one foot in front of the other.
You got a pretty mouth, boy. Yeah, I have some Italian on my mother's side.
Forget about it.
Hey, you! Get the fuck out of here!
All the allegations of sexual harassment, you had a rape allegation against you, and I wonder how you deal with all that.
I may have been a bad boy and done it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Can I laugh in your face?
Yeah, I like the way it flowed in there from him.
Yeah, I mean, just purely coincidental. Purely.
Him admitting guilt to himself. What can you say? It's brilliant. All right. Anyway, all right, everybody, we're going to wrap it up there. Now, for those of you that are still around, do not forget to go to. Well, let's just check it out here. You'll be in my search engine because I search. Sometimes I Red Sonja. I watched that movie. I watched that movie, by the way. It was shit, but bikinis and stuff sometimes, so it's all good. It was all right. It was it was a shit movie, don't get me wrong, but it was it was a female gladiator to some degree, I guess. Is that what they were trying to play
female Conan. I mean, she's a real character from like Conan, like the Marvel Conan comics. So she's like an actual character, but
I've seen the original. I've seen the original. I remember that back in the day. I can't remember too much about it, but yeah, no, it's a piece of shit. But for those of you who aren't familiar, again, this man's a foremost expert on Seagal movie reviews and voiceover work and being Emperor of the what is it?
God Emperor of Mankind.
God Emperor of Mankind. So go and check out his channel, Space Ice. If you don't know him, then you're obviously lost, but most of you fuckers probably would. But if you don't.
Chance.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have a chance. If you don't know who his channel is, just end it now. Forget about it.
There's no point in going.
His latest Seagal video is Beyond the Law, which is a marvelous movie with I think it's Johnny Mesner or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, Mesner.
Yeah, that was a brilliant movie. So go and check that out. What do you got coming up next? What's your next? Are you going to keep it?
I got Doom. I'm working on Doom.
Doom.
The Rock
okay.
Doom.
The Rock Doom.
2005.
Okay. I haven't seen that, so I have no idea how shit or good it is.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
Okay, nice. So go and check out Space Ice. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you jumping in midstream, man. Thank you very much. I was going to ask you if either this week or next week, but I didn't do you this week because I didn't do you this week because I didn't finish my video I had planned on first episode of Lawman. But I mean, if you're again, we'll talk during the week. If you're happy to pop in for an hour or so every now and again, that's awesome.
All right.
Next week, I've got Lawman's episode 1 of season 2 coming and a new Bullshito video. Maybe a gym Bullshito. We'll see how we go. I'll mix it up. But thank you all for coming. Thank you, Mr. Ice. Say hi to your cousin Vanilla for me. And to all you legends, I will see you next week. Go and check out his channel. Again, Space Ice. And check out his Seagal stuff because you will shit your pants. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.